Is starting. Okay, so last time in the Isle of the Forgotten Flame, y'all were about a day away from arriving on the outskirts of Port Umberley. Had a few conversations, talked to a few people in the carnival. Eventually, you arrived on the outskirts in the evening time. The carnival began to set up for the next few days. They'll be doing some shows to raise some funds. The next morning, y'all headed into the town, and you met with the local Ravens Guild, the Ravens Nest, the headquarters location. And you met not only the local guild master, but the leader of the entire guild and founder of the entire guild, Eshlaw Raven, whose picture is, I believe, in the general chat if you scroll up not too far. A very old, multiple hundreds, if not thousands of years old individual that seems to be involved in all kinds of a number of things. Seems relatively friendly. He gave you a bit of information on the history of the Lycan and Vampire Rift and the Blood Howl Accord that sort of divvied up their territory and set forth some rules many hundreds of years ago. Then you did a little shopping, a little bit of discussing some things, because Saito, your friend of many weeks at this point for some of y'all, and a new friend for others, had decided that he was going to join the other Black Dragonborn and head back to the other plane of Ravnica, his homeland. So y'all head out into the woods, and there's this kind of ritual thing that was going on. And these dragons came out of the kind of spatial rift, the little portal. And Eshlaw was able to handle the large one that was trying to get out, the adult, ancient dragon probably. And y'all handled the smaller ones with varying levels of success. Ending that fight in a success when you had Saito, Katima, and the other two Dragonborns hop into the portal and head back to Ravnica. You then went back to the guild and received your reward. There were a couple options. We did some rolls on the table. Some of you got some things that you might like, others maybe you don't. But either way, you're in town, so feel free to sell the things if you wish. You also got two kind of sort of custom items that may help y'all. A wand of lycanthrope detection and a wand of vampiric detection. These have a certain number of charges, which we can discuss them a little bit later in session. And they can help with certain things. You were then told that, hey, there's a new member of the guild. He's looking for a gig. He's pretty capable. Could you take him with you? His name's Monty, little goblin friend, played by Dylan. And you all headed back to the guild. To the carnival. It was late at night. You all slept for the evening and awoke in the morning. So it's currently morning. There's a few things in there that I left out just to read over my notes real quick. You discovered some large, colorful feathers that Nymphadora had found, apparently very near the crime scene of the murder that happened not too long ago. They appear very similar to the Kinku clowns, though you're unsure of that at the moment. Art, I know you bought a couple books on the Blood Howl Accords, so if you spend some time reading those, you might find something out. Other than that, it is morning. The carnival gets up a little late as they work later into the night. It's very chill. Not much is going on, and you essentially have the days to yourself to do what you would like. They will be there in town for maybe 3 or 4 days, depending on the reception from the local populace. And the day is yours. What would you like to do?
Did we figure out what Saito left behind?
And go shopping.
Shit. What was it called again?
My basic understanding is that most items that had been in the quote-unquote group's possession for a while have been stored in one of the haversacks or bags of holding. I don't think Saito had too much on him. But
Somebody said something. He had a book of luck or something.
well, there
whatever that
was
is.
a book. I don't know where that's stored. If y'all don't have it, I'll have to dig through the notes to find its name. It was like I think y'all got it like session 2. For reference, it's session 43 today. So.
There's a resource recharge.
That was specific for you. Only you can have that.
Yeah.
No one else can use it. The book, either way, y'all have had the book for 40 sessions and never used it, so.
No, it's Gloves of Thievery, I think.
Oh, that wasn't you. So,
No.
what store were we going to? Bang.
I just want to go around town seeing if I can find a specific item.
What you looking for?
A headband of intellect.
I'll be specific.
Feeling pretty dumb these days.
Incoming music. Watch your volume.
I haven't read it.
Feeling pretty dumb these days.
Very.
And I'm not doing nothing right now. Don't mind going, looking at what they got.
All right.
Apparently, you want to step right up?
a little carnival theme. I haven't listened to this. It could be garbage. We'll change it if it's bad.
Step right up.
Step right up. I'd like to imagine in the morning you would watch as the Kinku clowns and the bards are kind of unicycling around playing music. You would see quite a number of people in the carnival, little tired, and you hear quite a number of them kind of, I would say, being a little upset at something. You're not really sure what it is. A lot of them are looking for Zoomed Off, all kind of storming off. Do y'all head into town or see what the commotion's all about?
I guess we should check on the commotion, at the very least, before we go to town.
Yeah,
I mean, don't sound too excited.
let's go.
What are the odds to not a dead body?
50-50.
That would be
You're probably
great.
right.
That music's pissing me off.
It was
Why don't you
reminding me of,
practice
like,
investigating your way to the commotion there, Bang?
Huh?
So why don't you practice investigating your way to the commotion?
Well, that's pretty easy. I just follow the people going to talk to Zoomed Off.
Oh shit, he can learn.
All right.
investigating your way.
Absolutely not. All right, Fang, you fly over. Everybody else joining Fang, or just gonna wait?
Yeah, I'll go join him. I want
I
to see what it's about. I want to see what it's about.
Absolutely. Fang, you. The carnival's currently set up in its very wide footprint setting. You know, they're trying to maximize space so they can bring as many people in there as possible. It takes you about 4 or 5 minutes to kind of navigate through all the tents and eventually figure out where everyone is going. Monty, you kind of scurry and make your way through some kind of back alleys and stuff and eventually find the same place as Fang. You see about 6 or 7 members of the carnival. You see Brother Justin, the Reverend. You see Chet, the chef. You see Swayze, the sword swallower. You see the seamstress as well as a number of roadies. And they're all kind of yapping at Zoomed Off. And he's like, calm down, calm down, calm down. One at a time, please. One at a time. They continue to talk. No one else seems to care too much about this conversation. The day's just getting started. Fang, are you going to go listen in, Monty?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna listen in.
I want to hear what's going on.
Are you trying to be discreet about it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Stealth checks.
27.
calm down, buddy.
20.
Kind of move your way around. You just are kind of catching the end of each of these little short, maybe 30-second rants that Zoomed Off is listening to. You hear Brother Justin say, Zoomed Off, I know no one under my knowledge has been in my trailer, but some of my sermon notes are missing. And now knowing that others in the carnival as well have had things gone missing, I think we might have a thief on our hands. You hear Chet say, well, I had quite a number of fish that I had just strung up in my thing, and they're gone now. So I don't know where they went, but I found some bones nearby. So I'm thinking whoever's stealing stuff, they like fish. Just saying. Swayze says, Zoomed Off, I had a sword stolen. It's one of my more prized ones. I really would like it for my act. Tonight, I had to go without it last night. You hear the seamstress say, oh, Swayze, I think I saw somebody with it. I'd like to talk to Zoomed Off in private, though, first. A couple of the roadies are kind of chiming in. I'm pretty sure that somebody was going through our trailers. There was lots of things moved around. Trunks were open. Some costumes were on the floor. Somebody said they saw like a possum or something, but I don't think that would have done it. All right, everyone, calm down. Look, I've heard your complaints. I will consult with our security team and make sure that everything is above the board. All right? You know I have everyone's best interests in mind. Please, go back. We have a show. Get your rest and get ready. All right. Okay. They all kind of scurry off. Where are those security team? Oh, gosh. All right. Get the kids, swing around, then I'll get the others. Okay. So he starts heading off kind of away. If you don't want to do anything in particular, he gets to the kids. Hey, come with me. Security meeting. And eventually makes his way back around towards y'all's trailer. Would everyone be present?
Yeah, I would be back there.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, everyone, gather around. Security meeting. All right. Looks like everyone's here. Ziggy, nice to have you back. How was your experience?
It was eye-opening.
Well, took you 20 days to open your eyes.
I was lost.
Aren't we all? Anyhow, all right. let's get down to the chase here. I have had some brief discussions with some members of this crew, and they are a little upset that some things have been going on, and we are looking for some answers. Number one, Brother Justin, he has some sermon notes that have gone missing. Chet says some fish went missing. Swayze says one of his swords went missing, and the seamstress swears, looks over at you, Art, that you're the one that took it. Art says she saw you last night.
Saw me doing what?
Stealing the sword. I'm reporting the news here.
Do I look like I can pick up a sword to you?
Look, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really care if it's true or not. However, I must do my due diligence. And because of this, kids... Yes. The four kids, other security members. Would you please search their trailer? We'll all stand right here to make sure that nothing is stolen. Yes? We're just looking for the sword. If you have nothing to hide... You agree?
This just smells like a setup.
I agree if I could go in there and watch them search.
Of course.
I just got here.
Billy, guys, I'm sorry about this. I don't believe y'all did it. You know, it's just formality. We can just hopefully get this behind us. So 4 kids head over to y'all's trailer and the associated other areas that y'all are kind of known to be in. And they begin kind of looking around. They look under beds, hammocks, cots, piles of clothing, adventuring gear, all kinds of things. And just as y'all are almost sighing a sigh of relief as the sword is not found, you watch as Billy pulls some ropes and says, is this it? Zoomed off. That's it. Billy brings it over to Zoomed off. Looks comically large in his halfling hands. Art, care to explain?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Billy? He's the one that put it there. I mean, we clearly weren't here last night. Why don't you go ask, I already don't know his name. Guildmaster.
Eshlo.
He knows what we were doing last night.
Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't care if you stole it or not, but I found it here. We have a number of cooperating witnesses, and I am very certain that someone, looks at you, Fang, was searching in Chet and Brother Justin's trailers. Under my permission, yes?
AV?
And now things have gone missing from both.
I didn't take anything from both.
All right. Just to make sure that I can put these other cases to rest, would you care to open up all your extra-dimensional spaces and other items right here in front of me and prove that no fish or sermon notes will be found?
Actually, I did take the sermon notes because I was seeing if there was anything secret written on them. I was going to return them.
Hand them over, Fang. Yeah, you reach into your super small little bag of holding, and like as you pull out this like rolled up piece of paper that's way longer than it should fit in there, kind of unfolds out and Zoomed off, grabs it, kind of sticks it inside of his shirt.
But
Kinda-
I took nothing from the turtle.
Look, I don't actually want to search anyone's bags for fish. However, it is a bit suspicious that the places that you have known to be investigating seem to have problems. Art, did you actually take the sword? I don't particularly care if you did, I just need to know.
Go ahead and get one of your buddies and know the truth or something. I ain't lied to nobody this whole time, so trust who you want.
Give me a persuasion check.
And the fish is about the size of me.
25.
How am I gonna do that?
All right, listen, here's what we're going to do. Kids, you're going to help keep an eye on the other security team members and make sure that if you see anything suspicious, you report it to me. Agree? They all shake their heads. All right, go off. They head off and they kind of look at y'all a little suspicious. Possibly, you know, they viewed y'all as sort of mentors. Now they're kind of questioning ever so slightly. Zoomed off, kind of whispering. Listen, I'm going to have to put in a formal complaint with the guild. I will do my best to make it known that I believe that your actions were in good intention. However, I must satisfy the populace that I serve here in the carnival. If you're going to continue to investigate the murders and try to keep the carnival safe, which I fully believe you are doing, if you're going to steal things or do anything that could be viewed as unwanted, unwarranted, or unnecessary, run it by me first. Yes?
I mean, we have been.
Yeah.
Clearly something is up. I'll be taking the sword and the sermon notes. Be very, very careful. He walks away.
Who ate the fish?
As y'all kind of like had your stuff out,
Drunken bird boy over here.
and we're looking through it, Paul, Vic notices that the skull that you had gotten from Serafina is missing from your inventory.
Are the kids still right beside us?
No, they're in the general vicinity, but they had left. Zubath kind of sent them off.
So they're not like within earshot or anything?
No.
So we've learned one thing, and that whoever this is can apparently change shape on a whim if they're parading around as me. And two, at least with the kids keeping an eye on us, we can keep an eye on the kids better.
Or we
I
can
mean, I
kill
guess
the
not have
kids.
complete loss. I mean, we could do that too, but then, that doesn't look too great on us.
We can kill them and leave the feathers of the clowns all around them.
All the one that we have.
The person who found the sword, what class?
I think Billy was like a fighter or something.
Billy. Let me check. I believe he's melee. Let me do a quick little. They'll take me a second. Let me pull it up. Continue.
Yeah. Since that's over with, you want to head off back down to that shop?
Yes, I do.
See if we can't, find this scarecrow brain.
He's talking about you.
I know. I'm the scarecrow with no brain.
It took you long enough.
I mean, we were at one yesterday. Pretty sure Olgren brought some potions, so shouldn't be too hard to remember where we were at.
The big town. There's probably many stores we could check.
Yeah, if
Shop
y'all
around for a better price.
Yeah, if y'all head into town, it's about a 45-minute hour walk. Paul, to answer your question, Billy, in all appearances, appears to be a fighter.
That's the halfling, or
Oh no, so zoomed off is a halfling. Billy is human. He's around 18, 20 years old.
so he's the one that found the sword.
Correct. He when everyone was searching, y'all were keeping a relative
He's
close
also
eye.
the one that said he didn't think we did it. Very convenient.
When I was in there watching, did he go straight to it?
No, like I said, y'all did not ask to make a check. So within y'all's passive perceptions and investigations, you did not notice anything out of the ordinary. That they looked for about 15 minutes or so, each of them.
But I was in there with him, and I didn't.
Well, I mean, y'all were all there. Yeah.
Okay. So, Art, did you take that sword?
Do I look like I can swing a sword or do anything with a sword?
I know you know magic, so I don't know what you could do with a sword.
Fair point. What are the odds that that's the sword that killed our Goliath buddy?
That's interesting.
It was a Goliath.
So,
Forgot
the
you were down
sword
there.
that might have killed him was found in our trailer, and a girl was wearing feathers that she saw around the crime scene that she didn't tell us about.
Unless she didn't see them around the crime scene and it's a red herring. You never know with these kids.
Unless it's kind of funny that they found the sword, they have the feathers, and then they found the sword in ours. Sounds like They're setting us up.
Did we catch who blamed me?
The seamstress said that she had seen you last night. She did not give a time, but there was a time at night when you were there and a time at night when you were not. Y'all arrived back maybe around 1 a.m.
I mean, the only time I wasn't with... Who did I go on... Who had third watch last night with me? That wasn't you, was it?
The watches, first watch was Feng and Art.
Well, I was with you the whole time, so I know you didn't take it. Now, Monty steals things. I don't know if Monty went over there once we got back.
Yeah, man, we don't know anything about this kid, this little man.
But I doubt he would just come back and go steal a fucking sword.
I don't know. On our way back here, he said, "Ooh, shiny," like 6 times. So who knows?
He did. He was talking to himself. I remember that.
Those things don't matter to me.
What things? All your shinies?
My shinies do. Yes. Do you want to see one?
Exactly. Not at the moment. No, thank you.
We're talking while we walk to town, by the way.
Yeah.
Brother Ziggy, look, it's one of our brethren.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
My name's Glassjaw. Nice to meet you.
He says in Goblin, holds his, like, creepy hand out to you, Monty.
But to you, it's just a hand.
This is true.
His creepy goblin hand is like, excuse me.
I'm Monty. Monty the Red Cap, hero of all goblins.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I'm not a hero. I just Brother Ziggy's a hero though. That's Brother Ziggy.
He points at, the giant peacock.
He doesn't always look like that. He's a goblin too. Don't worry.
He's also a vulture.
Sure.
I'm just like,
Drink. Goblin is the drink word for Ziggy right now.
I'm not. It's not true. I'm not currently a goblin.
Clearly.
That's not very convincing.
Whatever. And I'll just like wonder.
Monty's
just gonna-
confusing him. Monty, you don't even know Ziggy.
Be drinking out of my flask. I just got reunited with this dude who says he's my brother.
The whole way to town.
So Brother Ziggy, I've been training recently.
And he kind of goes off on this spiel. You watch numerous times as Art and Fang kind of roll their eyes anytime the word training and studying and all of that are mentioned. Makes you think that probably not true.
He's crap at it.
Well,
If he did it at all.
yeah. That's better put. About a third of the way to town, you hear a bit of a rustling in some nearby bushes. It's relatively early in the morning. The sun's still casting some shadows, so it's still dark in some areas. Capesk? Is that how you say it, James?
Yeah.
You're currently kind of wandering around. You've been kind of watching this carnival, and you watch this group kind of walking away from it. They kind of piqued your interest. You kind of stepped on a branch and made a little too much noise. You can just see them through the foliage. What would you like to do?
How many people are in the group?
So it would be Cody, Chris, Paul, Dylan. Is that 5?
6.
Who else is there?
I guess Glass.
Oh yeah, you're right. 'Cause
Sorry.
what's his name? Yeah.
Okay. Yep. 6 people. Two goblins, a very tall peacock humanoid, a very creepy, death-like looking human, a 14-inch fairy, a drow, and a drow.
Are they pretty tight, close together, or is there somebody like kind of slacking off a little bit further behind the group or anything?
Glassjaw. He had to tie his sandals. You know, he had to put his sandals back on.
Kill him, please.
He falls like there's like a slight bend in the road, and he kind of falls behind ever so slightly.
Okay. Can I do an investigation check to see like if he's carrying anything like of worth?
Sure, you can give me perception or investigation, whichever you prefer.
I'll do perception then.
Go for it.
That's a 20, right?
Yeah, D20 plus wisdom plus if you're proficient.
12, 19.
Ooh, 19. You would see Glassjaw, the small goblin, on screen, just for reference. This is him kind of over here, this area. He would have, at his hip, you would see a small coin purse or a component pouch, you're unsure which, as well as a wand, and there would be a few pieces of jewelry on him. In terms of value, probably not much, but something.
Real quick, whenever you said over here and you clicked on the screen, are you actually displaying like a
Can
tile?
you see the ping? It's like a...
I see the ping, but I see like a whole bunch of characters' faces. The tile set that was there earlier is just gone. Should I just reload or something?
Yeah, maybe reload.
Right.
Because I can't ping directly on one of my tokens. It doesn't let the DM do that for whatever reason. Yeah, everybody else can, though.
Yeah, that's right. Player dominance.
Player dominance. Player supremacy.
I love how everyone's pinged on him except for you.
A rainbow of clicks.
I can pull in your token.
I'm sharing the screen because I don't like. Whenever I first joined, I saw the entire grid, like with the tokens and stuff like that. Now I just literally see just a
Yeah, because he changed it to this. This is what you're supposed to see. That dude, that goblin right there in the front is who we're talking about.
with the big schnoz. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's him.
So just zoom out. So scroll out and you'll see like all the carnival characters.
Okay.
You can also change your thing so you don't have everybody's giant ass image down there at the bottom.
Yeah, you go over to the settings, go to video and chat, and just turn that off. Oh, a butterfly. There's a little butterfly. Glassjaw.
Just kill him. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So he's tying his shoes, right?
He's tying his shoes, looking at butterflies.
Okay. I would like to. What's the ground underneath him look like?
It would be hard packed dirt.
Hard packed dirt.
Mhm.
Okay. I would like to use. How close am I to him?
I would say 20 to 30 feet. Kind of your choice, somewhere in
Okay.
that range.
I'd like to use mold earth on the area underneath his feet and
Okay.
make it all difficult terrain.
Oh, I love it. Okay, all right.
So his feet just go like shulk in the mud.
Yeah, the ground itself liquefies for a small second, and while you're not practiced enough to like encase or trap him there, you've got enough of the dirt like around his feet that as he kind of stumbles to the side, he kind of puts one of his hands down, and his legs are kind of stuck for a second, and so he's spending a little time trying to get out of it. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Oh. All right. What next?
Okay, now I'm gonna basically get right next to him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hold the end of my spear next to his neck, and I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna basically say, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions, and depending on how you answer them, it'll either cost you your life, or we might be the best friends you've ever had.
Okay.
Please answer incorrectly.
All right. So the first question: what are you?
I'm an half undead, half goblin.
Oh my god.
I've converted from from the evil Chuljanag organization, and now I'm loyally following my brother Ziggy, my older brother
Oh my
Ziggy.
god.
I feel like that's the wrong answer.
Okay, I have internally. I'm processing up, so like I have no idea what this thing is even saying. So we're gonna put that mentally in the negative category.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yes,
Absolutely
let's go.
All right, question number 2.
I'm all for this.
What is your purpose?
What language are you talking to him in? Common?
Uh,
Common tongue?
Common. Yeah.
Okay.
My purpose is to help brother Ziggy rise
Oh my god.
and become a
I knew it.
leader amongst our people.
Okay. Mentally, internally, I'm gonna put that in the positive side because he's standing for his people
Ooh, okay.
and his friends in essentially what I would equate to as clan.
I like it. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. And the third question would be, I guess, where are you going?
Okay, this is complicated. We're going into town, and then we're gonna go buy things. I don't know what. I don't have a lot of money. And then we're gonna go back to the carnival, I think. And we're security right now. Please don't hurt me.
Okay, so internally, mentally, I have no idea half of the stuff that he's mentioned.
Got it.
But one thing that seemed most important to him for some reason was the term money.
Mm.
So I tell him, what is this money you speak of?
Oh, and
He like watches. He like starts like reaching down into the little pouch. Does that alarm you?
Yeah, I'm going to open my mouth and bring it around his neck,
Okay. Okay.
and I'm just going to hold it there, and I'm going to tell him, slow down
okay,
with your
okay.
movement.
All right. I'm just
Or is this Orochimaru?
2 fingers. 2 fingers. 2 fingers. You watch him reach into the pouch and slowly
So she said.
pulls out this. It looks like an hourglass, and it's gold in color. It's got some symbols on it that you don't recognize.
This right here, the shiny. Based on its shape and color, you can go into the human society and give it to them, and they'll give you food, place to sleep. Sometimes when I give them these ones, they give me back ones that are kind of silver and like triangles. I think it's a form of trading and currency amongst them. It's shiny. I like it. Do you like it? Do you want it?
I look at this thing with utter disdain.
Okay.
It serves,
Maybe not.
I tell him it serves no purpose. No creature I have encountered has ever had this useless, shiny material.
I think we're actually quite a lot alike. I've just been forced to use it. When you just grab things off the benches, they chase you with spears and shoot you, and yeah.
So you're saying it's essentially a way to not get attacked for taking things.
Oh, you're stealing them, but you leave this behind and they don't get upset.
Yeah, I ask him what is stealing.
Glassjaw internally is like, I thought he.
Do we notice he's not there yet? Still?
Honestly, unless Ziggy is like, "Where's Glassjaw?" Probably not.
No, I 100% am like, where's Glassjaw? And then I'm like, never mind.
Never mind.
Like, I see him back there, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything.
Stealing's when you take something without asking.
Okay. Now I'm going to basically say, take me to this town and show me. I say, let us go to this town together and show me what this stealing is.
Oh, okay. Really brings me back. Okay, can we do it without the spirit in my throat?
I say yes, but I'm going to walk behind him.
Okay.
He will lead the way.
Okay. So there's the group in front of him that you saw him with. Are you telling him to like stay a distance away from them, or are you going to be seen by the rest of the group?
we're gonna go back into the foliage and find a different way.
Okay. I would say there was a bit of rustling. Y'all didn't really investigate it too much. Y'all just kind of kept going. And about 2 or 3 minutes after that, you realize that Glassjaw's not with you.
Ziggy, what'd you do?
What?
The accusation.
I mean, you've been trying to get rid of your brother for as long as you've been awake. Well, which I mean isn't saying much, but
All right. I didn't do anything. He just kind of disappeared.
he just kind of disappeared.
And
How long have you noticed he wasn't here?
About a few minutes.
Do you know which way he went?
Yeah, he was back there. He went in the woods. Let's just keep going. It's fine.
Did he go like take a
I went
piss
back to
or?
search for Glassjaw.
What'd you say?
I'm-
You go look for him?
Yeah, I go look for him.
Okay. Yeah. Give me
I mean, to be fair,
survival or
he's
investigation.
been around more than you have lately.
I got lost. The carnival moved.
You got lost what?
Survival or investigation?
You got lost in the shrooms?
Which one's better off?
You got lost in the shrooms?
Okay, I
You
did.
tripping too hard?
I did discover this like new mushroom.
9.
And it like knocked me out for like a couple days.
Thing. You
And then-
spend about 3 minutes.
Yo, we're
or
gone?
something.
I never see shit. Okay, I go back to the party. Go down. I go back. Glassjaw is missing. I can't find him anywhere. You guys want to help?
Nah, he'll be fine.
He's been with us quite a while, and his training is not done. We need to find him.
Yeah, I
I'll
do
find
miss my
him.
little buddy. I miss my little
I'll
buddy.
find him. I'll find
Oh
him.
my God.
All right, let's go find him.
I'll find him. I am the hero of all goblins.
Let's backtrack, see where we lost him.
Okay. So backtrack about 3-4 minutes. Head to the location that Ziggy had last seen him. If anyone is going to try to figure out the path that he took, you can do a survival or investigation check.
Well, would we all see the deformed earth where he got stuck?
Yet again, survival or investigation. It's just Earth, right? It's not like it's into a geometric shape. It's just.
But wouldn't it be like looser?
I mean, this
It wouldn't
road,
be hard
the road
packed anymore?
itself does not. It's not a perfectly flat road. It's been muddied lately. Yeah. So survival investigation, we'll see. You know, a low check, you might notice it, or modest roll.
It says it only lasts for 1 hour.
11?
Yes, this is true.
Ooh, it's a
26. 26 on investigation.
All right. What does Monty look like as he investigates this area? What does he do?
He gets down on all fours. And he's like, just going.
It's on the ground.
He's just crawling around looking
Oh my
for any
God.
clues.
We're probably cousins.
I mean, you are both goblins, so I wouldn't put it past it.
And he notices
wear a
something.
red cap?
I.
He has red hair.
Cockroach.
That's
He has
also
red hair.
only half true.
No, it's
He's
true.
he's a pale goblin with red hair and purple eyes.
Monty, you notice the distinct kind of imprint of a smaller goblin foot in the dirt, and some like deformed dirt around that. It looks like maybe his foot got stuck and he had to pull it out. You also see kind of off in the there's a small little grove of trees as well as some grass. You can see the grass is kind of tamped down, kind of leading just around that area. Appears you have a heading trail to follow.
I'll let everyone know what I found and point them in the direction of where I think they headed, or he headed.
Lead the way so far. You the best that can.
All right, so
Fine, yeah, those sorts of
if you're
things.
tracking, this will be survival checks. DC depends on the terrain. So whoever wants to survive.
We'll try it.
If I'm flying, do I still have to do a survival check? 'Cause
Well, yes, because this is survival.
are there shadows in these woods for me?
9.
Yeah, I mean there's no woods. There's just like small groves of trees. You know. You wouldn't call them
They're
wolves.
shadows.
Absolutely.
Why would you need shadows, Chris?
So that I can
Zoop,
hop
zoop.
from shadow to shadow and now
All right, we got a 9 from Monte. Got a 7 from Vic.
10.
10. All right.
15.
That was crap.
15's enough. Art, y'all kind of spread out, making sure to not disturb any areas, and you slowly notice that the grass was just tamped down more and more, and eventually there looks like a series of game trails that kind of snakes its way closer to town. It's the most logical path that they would have taken, so you begin to follow that. About 15-20 minutes go by, and you start to see the gate of the city, the large walls around it, and it appears that this meets back up with the main path, and you don't see any tracks going any other direction. The dirt is hard packed, so there's no distinct footprints, though it does look like it has been traveled recently.
So we were on one path to town, and now we just found another path to town.
No. So you went off a series of game trails in the woods that eventually led back onto the path.
Back to where we were at.
Well, much further.
Right. But the same path we were on. Correct.
I mean, this area, there's not really many options. The only road, per se, in this area is Hope Road. This part of the trail is a offshoot of that road into the city.
Gotcha. So, I mean, what are the odds he stopped, took a piss, and got lost and found his way back to the road?
50-50.
Or I mean, I guess he did something in that road before he ran off. So I have no idea what's going on.
Well, maybe we'll see him in town.
Ziggy, you got any familial instincts? Can you feel your brotherly bond? Oh, you can? Can you point us in his direction?
ESP maybe.
I'll just start walking towards the town.
Do you strut? Do you peacock your way?
No.
If we're back on the road to town, I'm gonna just randomly cast message in that direction to him to see if I can. Well, the direction the road is going, towards town.
You don't you point at a little 5 degrees.
Sure.
Art looks like he's just saying to himself.
Where are you?
You're not getting anything. Eventually, y'all arrive at the city gates. Everyone flashes their guild credentials, and y'all are led inside. Where do y'all head?
Why don't we ask the guy at the gate if anyone from would? Well, Glassjaw.
I think we could just but we could ask for a goblin. I mean, I feel like there's not too many of them walking around here.
Yeah. Ask him if the goblin passed.
Hey, you're doing such a great job keeping the city safe, but we're missing a friend. Have you seen a little goblin walk through here in the past 5, 10, 15 minutes?
12 and a half minutes ago, we head back to a certain goblin, and
A goblin,
a certain goblin, and Capes. So, Capes, you've been kind of chatting, I would say lightly, however much you would allow with Glassjaw. He's trying to kind of describe these human, elven, dwarven societies to you, based upon sort of your history. Some of it makes a lot of sense. Others makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And eventually, as you get towards the gate, he kind of like grabs your arm ever so slightly.
Before we go in, it's best to make sure you kind of drop the accent. Try to use the common tongue. Try to sound civilized. And if you give them a couple of these shinies, they just let you go right in. Okay.
I look at him, I say, so that means you have to give him.
Of course. You don't have any shinies. Okay. All right.
You walk up to the gate. There's a rather large, appears to be human, possibly a half Goliath individual standing at the gate. He kind of looks at y'all. You from the carnival? Glassjaw.
Yes, we're performers, and we're just going into town to buy some supplies. Oops,
And he kind of like tosses a couple gold pieces on the ground. Oh, sorry, let me grab those. And as he stands up, he like grabs the guy's hand and kind of puts it in there. Not very smooth, but you kind of understand what's happening. He's giving these to this person. All right, go right in. If you cause any trouble, though, I didn't see you.
Okay, of course. All right.
You head within the city walls. All right, we back up. Go a little forward in time. 15 minutes ago or so, a goblin and a kobold-looking creature came into town. Sorry, I'm not really familiar with the specifics of what the other one was.
That's amazing.
That's perfect. You gave me plenty of information, and I flick him a gold piece.
Yeah.
Did that happen to jog your memory of perhaps what direction he ran off in?
You kind of look, and the wall's pretty thick, and there's a lot of people moving around inside there. It's like there's really only one direction to go in, just kind of straight for about 100 yards or so, and then they would have just been lost in the crowd. He goes, I watched them briefly as they went in, but I didn't see where they went. They're sorry.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Head on in. So our little companion's not alone. So he didn't just get lost. He either found a friend or found an enemy. So how do you feel about your buddy, your brother running off now there, Ziggy?
Oh, if you found a friend, that's great news for him.
And if it's not a friend?
Fine. We can look for him. I have kind of like a mom going to the Walmart counter and having them like call over I'll take 10 minutes to cast Skywrite.
Okay, what do you put in the sky?
I'll be like, Brother Ziggy says go to the front gate.
Okay, I would just say front gate probably doesn't mean much to him.
Or like the gate, like that we like whatever.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so with Skywrite, you can make it extremely obvious. Airplane spelling out "Will you marry me?" Or you can kind of obscure it ever so slightly. Maybe use a off script, write it in the Goblin script or something like that.
I don't know Goblin though.
Nah, that's a shame.
Appeared
to have forgotten it.
I'll just have like a cloud that's like oddly shaped like a peacock.
Okay.
And it'll say it, and it'll be like pointing towards like the gate.
Sure.
And it'll just be like GJ go. Like it'd be like pointing at the gate.
All right. We'll see if that has any bearing. Do you alert everyone else to what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The clouds just like twist and
yeah.
Did Glassjaw tell you about all those mushrooms he's been looking for? He found for you these last couple of weeks. So he's found some pretty interesting ones for you.
He found mushrooms for me.
Well, he told me he was looking anyways. That's his whole thing. Anything to appease Brother Ziggy. And you're just leaving him out, hanging him dry.
Listen, I had a whole different life. I was killed, apparently, as a goblin and reincarnated as an Aarakocra. So I have no connection to him in my head.
Right, but take it from his perspective. His brother died. He grieved over you, and then he found out you're back.
But I'm not the same person. I'm not back.
That doesn't mean that he doesn't see it that way.
Well,
he still has a glimmer of hope that his favorite brother will remember him one day.
He still loves you.
Well, that's good for him.
Maybe you could find it in your heart just to love him as brethren, if not a brother.
It's not very goblin of you.
Yeah,
Got him.
you don't say. I'm not a goblin.
You smell like one.
Anymore.
I
I
thought-
don't smell
I thought-
like a goblin.
I thought you druids were supposed to be like, love everybody.
Apparently not, because I've only known myself and one other druid, and we've both been not like that at all.
Man, things just aren't like what they are in the books, are they?
The other one was very sour. He was always bitter, except towards me, which is not true.
Man, I thought you could trust books more than that.
Oh well. Well, we'll see if he
So-
comes.
How long do you give them?
I don't know what. I'll look at Monty and be like, goblins are kind of like, are they fast? Like, could he get here? How long do you think it'd take him to get here?
Depends on what kind of goblin. Is he sneaky?
There's more than one kind of goblin?
I don't really know anything about him. I just know he's undead.
Then he's probably slow.
The crowd and see if I can see him in the area.
Okay, it's a big city. I mean, local, or are you gonna? How far are you willing to look? You know.
How big is the city exactly?
Okay, it's a big city. I mean,
What's the name of the city?
it's colloquially known as Port Umberley.
I tell the guys that I'm going to fly up and go see if I can see him, and I'll be back in 10 minutes. I go as far as I can in 5 minutes radius.
Sure. Go ahead and give me perception or investigation check, your choice. Meanwhile, Kapesh and Glassjaw.
So what do you want to steal?
I reroll. Fuck you. 11. Perception.
Oh yeah, you get one reroll per night, unless you get a nat 20, you get it back.
This is true.
I rolled the wrong die. Twice. 11.
Okay.
You see nothing.
You see nothing.
So what are we gonna steal?
I've been on the lookout for hides.
Okay.
Hides mainly used to make armor, like the leathering process is already complete with them.
Absolutely. So a finished set of hide armors would interest you.
Yeah, not necessarily the armor, but just the hide pieces itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it doesn't have to be fully cured. It could just be initial stages. Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check. I'll give you advantage with Glassjaw helping you.
You know, I learned that hides were tanned with urine.
A lot of times, yeah.
Fun fact of the day.
You're like,
That's
pee
what-
on my skin.
That's where piss poor comes from.
Mm.
Yeah.
I learned that in Naked and Afraid.
Okay, 25.
All right, there were
Like
a lot
you
of
were in
questions.
Naked and
There are a
Afraid.
lot of questions
20
I have right here, but here.
25 for
You know,
25 for perception.
25 per perception. So as you're kind of looking around, you notice all kinds of shops. Maybe from your perspective, it would look like small pieces of meat on sticks are being served to people as they walk down the street. They hand over a few pieces of shiny metallic objects, and they receive some back with some sticks. You see these very strange type of you would maybe call them clothing or garb or garments that are being displayed, and people go by with perfectly good clothing on and just purchase or trade or barter for others as they fold them up and kind of showing them to their friends or family, whoever they may be with. Eventually you start to find a slightly more industrial street, which has a number of more skilled trades and not just retail. You see quite a few hides, some of wolves, some of smaller game such as rabbit or squirrels. You see alligator hides kind of thrown over. You see the tusk of some type of creature, maybe an elephant or a saber-tooth. And all of these ivory and leathers are being crafted into certain shapes. Some they keep the fur, others they remove it. You see clothing that looks very warm, as well as pieces that are brought to a sister shop next door that are in the process of being tanned into a number of things. Some are being tanned into small objects that look like they possibly hold liquid, maybe a canteen of sorts, and others look like they're being used for various sizes of armors.
Okay, so that over there, that's how they do their hides. They got all kinds of stuff going on. So what we do is we walk up, and whichever one you like, I ask them how much. And then I kind of guess how much I think of the shinies to give them. And based on their expression, I give them more, or I wait for them to give some back. And then we grab it, and we don't have to run, but sometimes you can if you're into that. Are you ready?
Okay, I took note of the people exchanging money and stuff like that. I look at them, I say, what is the point of this? They look weak. I can just go and take it.
Oh,
I see no need for this shiny. These people are weak.
I made that same assumption. What happens, you take it, and they're weak. But then strong people with pointy spears and bolts come after you. They're relentless. But then you can't go back into town, so you can steal like one thing, but then that's it.
I give him a look of disapproval, and I say, I will show you how to do this supposed stealing.
Oh God!
And I point out the I point out the
take after me.
I point out the leather shop, and I point out the where all the ivory was, the important saber-tooth tusk and stuff. And I tell him, you will grab a handful of shinies and at least 2 hides, and I will grab I will go after the ivory, and we will meet back. And I'm going to look around, and I'd like to do a perception check for maybe an area in a back alley, or possibly a good spot up on top of the roofs to maybe hide.
Sure, you definitely just as an initial reaction notice that there's quite a lot of people in this city, and if you caused any sort of a commotion and the eyes were on you, it would be difficult to escape locally. You'd have to move a little further away. But back a couple streets, you had clocked a particular alley that looked like it had roof access to a very long, stretching street where you could possibly climb up and building hop to get a good vantage point and evade. You're pretty confident on that route. I think Glassjaw, though, would look around to see if there's any guards, but he honestly looks pretty excited about this.
He's about to see this peacock.
Okay, so I expressed this location that you previously discussed of where we could meet up afterwards, and I tell him we're going to get ourselves lined up, we're going to walk straight over to where we are, so when we grab what we need, we're going to immediately turn around the way that we had just come and leave. So whenever I ask him, are you ready?
No. But okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I give him a very stern look, and I say, you're ready. And so I walk over to this ivory thing, and I'm going to cast Fog Cloud.
Love it. So are you centering the Fog Cloud on yourself, or are you maybe obscuring the view of the people running the shop, or what's your play here?
Whichever one obscures the view of my actions from the people in the shop and the guards around the area, whether that's centered on myself. I'm going to center it on myself. Gotcha. I took note of where I had walked forward. I'm centering it on myself. And then, I'm going to snag up all the ivory and the tooth and stuff that I possibly can. I'm going to turn right back around, and then I'm going to the alley in the top of the
Love it.
top of the houses.
So this is like kind of an open shop street where most of the equipment and things used to carve the ivory and tan the leathers and stuff is relatively kind of out in the open. And so there are a number of pieces of ivory that have been screwed and affixed, and they're being turned around and spun to carved shapes. And there are some that are finished. You easily note the ones that are not attached. Grab as many as you can fit into your hands, or maybe if you have a small satchel or bag or something. You don't see how much a Glassjaw initially takes. However, you watch him go over, and he kind of puts his arm on something, looking at you a little bit concerned, and all of a sudden he just disappears into the fog, and y'all take a sprint. You immediately hear, "Thief! Thief! They're stealing from me! They're stealing!" All of a sudden, you hear the collision of people. You hear people toppling over, and as you make it out of the fog, you do a quick peek behind your shoulder to notice that a number of the equipment, the spinning equipment, as well as the, let's just say a big bucket of urine used for tanning, is just kind of spilled across the street. A number of people have ran into each other and fallen down. They begin to argue and discuss with each other about what has just happened. You're relatively visible within about 30 or 40 feet after you leave this, as y'all are kind of moving relatively quickly. At the moment, there don't appear to be any guards, and eventually you kind of make it around that alley. Once you get around the alley, are you immediately going to the roof?
Yes, I'm gonna immediately go to the roof, and I'm gonna, if I was carrying anything, I'm sticking it all in my backpack.
Absolutely. You see, like the fully tanned leather hides. Glassjaw like kind of throws them over himself, and they go down to his feet, and they're kind of obscure, or preventing him from running. So he kind of turns them on the side, wearing them like these like comical large shoulder pads. And y'all are on the buildings, and y'all begin to run. You can see the look on of his face of ecstasy, like I just did that. I just said, I can't believe I just did that. Oh my gosh, brother Ziggy, what is he gonna think? What is he gonna think? Fang, right about this time, as you're looking around, you see running on the rooftops Glassjaw, as well as some type of draconic creature, possibly a kobold or a lizard folk. You're unsure. What do you do?
I fly down to Glassjaw.
Okay. Capes, do you have a character art you can share in the chat?
I'm gonna take the hides from him and stick them in my backpack as well.
Sure.
Tell him I'll hold on to him for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have your character art at the moment, so.
Magic missile.
Fang, you're kind of moving with them as they jump from rooftop to rooftop. What do you say?
I said, Glassjaw, stop! What the fuck you doing?
He told me to do it.
He.
I don't know, but he's right here running next to us.
Who are you?
Okay, I look at I'm terrible with names. I look at the goblin, and then I look at this new person, and I want to take an assessment. How tall is he? How big is he? Does he look intimidating? Like, what is he?
I'll let Chris describe himself. Yeah.
I am 14 inches tall. I have wings. I look like I'm dressed in a ninja outfit. And no, I don't look very scary at all.
Absolutely the least intimidating person you've seen. If you call them the person.
And he's talking to me in common tongue?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I take note of him and notice that he essentially has nothing of value to me in regards to presence. So I would like to take a quick assessment of his belongings as well.
Okay, Fang, what's visible on your person?
I just have a backpack.
Okay, this
Like
backpack,
3-inch backpack.
this backpack, like my own backpack, must clearly have some good things like hides or ivory in it. And I am going to. I would like
His
to.
backpack is 3 inches big.
Yeah, it's like that big.
I would like to cast Gus. He's on top of the house with me.
Hey, he's
Correct, the
flying
building?
with you as y'all are
He's flying?
running. Yes.
Okay, I want to cast Gust from behind him towards the ceiling of the building. If
Okay.
like to push him down into the
Yes.
building,
Yes.
maybe fall face flat.
All right. As you cast Gust, I will say I don't know if it specifies a saving throw.
It's strength, I think.
Yeah, I would believe it would be strength. Let's see if it's based on a particular DC or not.
Oh wait, no, just a cantrip. I don't know. I was thinking gust of wind.
No, it's just a cantrip.
Yeah,
Gust.
so it is a strength saving throw. What is your spell save DC, Kapesk? It'll be on like the third page of your
Saving throw DC is 14.
14. So a strength save, you need 14, Chris.
That's a tall order for him.
4.
4. Fang, you sense that like a spell's being cast. You don't have much time to react, but the next thing you know, you're just shoved face down into the top of this clay and wood building. You hit and you skid and you kind of tumble and smack into kind of like the end portion of the building before you fall off of it. And you just see them kind of hop over out of your view. Fang, what do you do?
I get up and I attack him from behind.
Okay, well, what kind of attack?
Just a regular strike.
Okay, let's roll initiative. So Kapesk and Fang, and I will roll for Mr. Glacial.
Perfect.
When it gets hit into the building and fall, like, can I roll for, say, sleight of hand to try and steal his backpack?
Based on his size and how firmly affixed it would be to him, you would have to try to rip it off, which would probably require 2 hands. You know, you said you were grabbing other stuff from Glassjaw. I would say you're probably occupied at the moment.
Okay.
Though, if you wanted to do something quick afterwards, you could. But let's get those initiative rolls in real quick. Let's see who's going when.
10.
Okay.
I roll a 20 for this,
You
right?
are rolling late tonight.
D20,
I mean, low tonight.
D20 plus your Dex modifier.
So, like, I rolled a 19 straight up,
So you're
and then
So
Dex
you're
is
first.
+4.
All right, absolutely. So Fang, you get a quick reaction here, and then we'll go in order.
So I'm going to get to hit him first.
Well, okay, so he's moving full speed. So what's your speed, Capes?
30 feet.
30 feet. So Fang, your speed is
40.
okay, 40. So you would only be able to move 20 just with action, but that would put you within range of your tattoo if you would like to use a bonus action to activate it. Otherwise, you'd have to dash or throw something.
So I got movement and just a bonus action is what I'm getting?
No. I'm just saying it's 20. You only have 20 feet of movement because you were prone. So you stood up, and then you flew the other
I
20.
stand up.
But you're
I
10
activate my
feet away. Okay.
I activate my tattoo,
Okay. Activate.
and then I strike him.
All right, Kapaski, you briefly turn around to kind of see what's going on, and you watch as these long, sort of shadowy hands with a 15-foot reach expand out of Fang and go to Saki in the face. Well, to hit Fang.
Okay.
That's going to be 26, and I'm doing stunning strike.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage, Chris, and then Kapesk, you can go ahead and give me a con save. Is that correct, Chris?
Yep, and that's going to be 13 damage.
Are you going for sneak attack?
Can I? Does that count as a sneak?
Your ally is within 5 feet of you.
Oh yeah,
five
sneak
feet
attack.
of him. So.
14.
Aw, Glassjaw sees you as an ally.
Okay, so then I roll for Constitution.
Con save. Yep.
8.
8. So you take a 14 damage. This would be magical damage, so cannot be reduced. And all of a sudden, you just freeze up. You keep taking a few steps, but all of a sudden, you just can't move anymore. You're just stunned. You feel like you have control of your body, but things aren't just reacting as quickly as you like. Glassjaw kind of stops and turns around and kind of looks at you, Fang. Because you're stunned, your turn is skipped. Glassjaw goes next. He looks at you, Fang. Fang, I swear I'm still on y'all's team. He made me do it. I didn't want to do it. What do I do?
Tie him up. Or grab him so he can't knock him down.
How tall are you, Kapesk?
I am
6'7".
6'7".
He's big.
Oh shit! So
He's 6'7".
Glassjaw's like,
I'm
He
14.
is not a kobold.
he's not a kobold, no.
Okay.
I was about to say a kobold's like 2 feet.
I tell Glassjaw to run back to Ziggy at the front gate.
Oh,
Go to your
Brother Ziggy sent me a sign. Look.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Go to his sign now.
Okay.
Kind of hops off to the side and scurries down the side of this building out of y'all's view. All right, Fang, back to your turn.
My turn. I am going to dash, then run, and then double dash again and run toward down on the street. Just get out of the whole situation.
Okay. I'll say in this instance, because your speed is much greater than Kapesk, you have the ability to fly. And Kapesk was stunned. While you know his direction, you're not entirely sure you'd be able to catch up. You could give chase if you would like, Kapesk. Otherwise, you are on top of a building with ivory and hides, mostly out of view of other people. What would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna take note of the direction that they're going from or going towards,
Mhm.
and I see this weird peacock-looking symbol in the sky as well, which of course makes no sense to me.
Mhm.
I think it,
As
you
most
know,
people, yeah.
yeah, I think it looks rather ugly, but that's neither here nor there. But all in all, I think it's been successful. I have hides, I have ivories, and at this point, I think I'm going to go try and do some bartering in a different location. Is there a certain area of the town that has like potions or anything?
Yeah, so we'll say on the way in, you saw some areas that appeared to be a little bit more magically inclined. It's far enough away that you believe in the next 10 minutes or so, word wouldn't travel fast enough if you would like to do that. In the meantime, the group reconvenes pretty close to the city gate. You watch as Fang blazes in, flying as he does, and Glassjaw comes in, drenched in sweat. You can just see the adrenaline pumping through his veins. And
Brother Ziggy, you won't believe what happened. I got your message, though. Oh my gosh.
What?
Fang,
What
you tell
happened?
Fang, you tell him.
All I know is he was some giant creature or guy. What did it look like? A man? What did it look like?
oh, lizard.
A giant lizard had him on top of a roof. I stunned him, and we both ran back. I didn't feel like fighting a big lizard. But what the hell were you doing up there?
Well, I was tying my sandals and then all of a sudden there was. Okay, give me a second. There was a sharp object in my throat, and this I think he's a lizard folk. He was asking me questions, and he didn't know what money was. I mean, what an idiot, right? And then he wanted to come into town, and he wanted to exchange the shinies, the money for things. But then he told me that was dumb, and we stole things, and he made a cloud of fog appear, and we ran out of the building, and then Fang saved me. Oh my gosh, I was so scared, Brother Zicky. I'm so glad we're reunited.
Well, he really wasn't trying to do anything to you.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so.
Sounds like I just didn't teach him how to properly buy things.
That's definitely what it sounds like.
Immediately when I came up.
Well, to be fair, if they just stole things and people were chasing them, he would assume it was just someone chasing him for that.
No, I was talking to Glassjaw, and then I asked who he was, and then he attacked me.
I mean, it would still seem like you were coming after him for him having stolen some shit. Just because you knew Glassjaw doesn't mean anything.
No, I asked Glassjaw, "What are you doing?" And then he hit me with a gust of wind, and then I snuck attack him.
You snuck attacked him?
Yeah. And he was
I mean, again, just because you knew Glassjaw doesn't mean you weren't coming after him for stealing shit.
yeah, true. He might not have known, but he didn't look like he cared.
Glassjaw, why'd you let him steal stuff? Why'd you join him? What a horrible thing to do.
I mean, we know you have abilities. You couldn't have given us a message.
How
You
am I
couldn't have
gonna-
told us.
We were too far.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Glassjaw, genius. You weren't the one that got yourself kidnapped.
Oh, hell no, I can't kidnap
What?
by a lizard.
I think Chris is lost again.
Sounds like it.
His
Our
intelligence.
Scarecrow definitely needs that brain.
Can I find it, please?
If I only had a brain.
All right, guys.
We need to make sure this.
Here's what happens. I just looked up and I panicked, and y'all were gone, and I decided that in these kidnapping situations, you try to become friends, and any chance you get, you run away. That's what Mom taught us, right, Brother Ziggy?
So why didn't you run
You
away?
clearly know that I don't know that.
Well, he had an eye on me. I was afraid. I was gathering information,
Brother of
actually,
mine.
but I didn't get any. So
I could see why he was afraid. He was a lot bigger than Glassjaw, and he looked like he was scared.
he even kind of hurt Fang a little bit.
Like Glassjaw looked like he was afraid, or the lizard looked like he was afraid.
No, Glassjaw looked like he was afraid.
I
The
was
lizard
afraid.
didn't
He
look
always looks like he's afraid. That's his secret.
Yeah, that's nothing new.
I'm always angry.
Maybe I should skip town. I think they might have seen me.
Yeah, you should probably skip town.
No,
should
no,
probably
don't
just
worry,
walk
Brother
back to the
Ziggy. I'll be
circus.
back at the circus with you.
Right.
Yeah, man, you don't want your bunk to get lonely without your bunkmate.
We're not sleeping. We're not, like, I look at him and I'm like, we're not sleeping in the same bunk.
I mean, you have been the last 20 days.
I mean, brother, while you were out, I just thought I'd keep you warm.
That doesn't really make sense.
I mean, you were just passed out and you had no blanket, and I was your blanket. Yeah, that sounds weird.
Hey, man,
Are you?
it's a weird family.
It's Goblin Customs. Tell him, Monty.
Monty's like, whoa.
I don't know what you do with the inside your family, but we don't do that. The only blanket covering we do is when we do mating season.
Oh, maybe I misunderstood.
Who's mating with you?
Sounds like y'all come from like Alabama or something.
Where is that?
I've never heard
Your
of this.
brother
Alabama.
tried to mate you.
Northeast, I heard. Yeah, that's what the books say.
Your brother tried to mate
All right,
you.
well, no more of that, you nasty freak.
I didn't do it. Okay, well, didn't we come here to buy stuff?
I mean, we did. You already attempted that, apparently. Poorly.
No,
Well,
you stole it.
maybe
That hints to
maybe
poorly.
Maybe if I go back to the shop and give them some of the shinies, they'll forgive me.
I'm just so disappointed that you'd steal.
I was trying to pay, but
Did you see anyone chase you from the shop?
no one saw. Well, a lot of people saw, but nobody with pointy sticks saw us.
I'm gonna look around to see if I see a big ass lizard
only
walking towards
women.
us.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all are still kind of at the precipice of entering the main kind of areas of the city, so you don't see him at the moment.
Do I see a shop?
There are lots of shops. Yeah, where would you like to go, Faye?
One that I might be able to find a headband of intellect.
The guild would be a good place to start. You could probably there's lots of resources for gold level adventurers such as yourselves, where you could ask about local shops as well as where things can be procured.
Why don't we go to the guild and also tell them about this lizard guy?
Maybe they've heard of him. Maybe he's someone's been wreaking havoc for a while.
Yeah, let's go and check that out.
As
Could I have a
you're
question for
walking,
him too?
Glashaw's like,
And then Brother Ziggy, I think I was pretty brave. Yet when he had the knife to my throat, I remained calm, and I just thought of you and our family and the good times. And
he goes off in this whole spiel, and
And again, none of that is familiar to me.
yeah, that's fair. About 10 minutes later, y'all all arrive at the outskirts of the guild. Head inside.
Yeah.
Red Fang, you first. You're the one that started this whole excursion.
You're the talker. I don't talk good.
I mean, I don't know what you're looking for. You go ask for what you're looking for.
Oh, I go in there looking to see if they have a headband of
We're not trying to romance anybody.
You walk in, and the guild is this large circular room where parts of it is a wet bar, kitchen. There's a series of desks where adventurers are going up and turning in job requests or completing their jobs and receiving rewards. There's also sections that are small booths that are selling magic items, potions, adventuring gear. It's sort of a one-stop shop for a guild member. You see a small booth with lots of potions, and right next to that there's one that is selling items that seem magical. You see some bag of holding, bracers, things like that. You kind of head over, and in a few minutes you're at the front of the line. Well, hello there. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if y'all had a headband of intellect I could buy.
Oh, well, we've been loaning those out recently, and it appears that one will come back around this evening if you'd like to rent one yourself.
I'd like to buy one.
Oh, big spender. Well, how much gold you got?
How much gold do I need?
Professional, I see. Well, depending on the quality of the item, we have some that are slightly damaged. They could be broken. They'd be around 300 to 350 gold. As well as a few that are maybe a little bit more sturdy, but one never knows how good the enchantment was. They were sourced unethically. We're repurposing them for guild work, of course. Those would be around 400 to 500 gold pieces. And we have a couple new ones that haven't been loaned out that many times. They're probably around 700 to 800 gold, depending on stylistic choices and such.
I'll take one of the new ones.
Oh, well, you'll have to give me a couple hours, but I'll be able to put one together. Could we have half the payment up front to make sure you're serious?
I'll give them half the pay. How much is it? 700?
Yeah, 350 would suffice for now.
Okay, I give them I take 350 gold out of my sack.
Okay, out of which sack?
My
Ball sack.
haversack.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Thanks.
Oh,
That's
fun.
All right, you put it out, and they begin to count. You kind of move over to the side, and a couple of they look like guards kind of stand and kind of give you all some space so that the money can be counted in a fair way. Those that might be perceptive might notice quite a bit of people are paying attention to the fairy that walked in and pulled out 350 gold. And started having it counted,
Which is way
on the
bigger
counter.
than his body.
Yeah. All right, there. The name's Ryan. What's yours?
Fang.
Fang. Do you have a last name, Fang?
Nope, just Fang.
Guild membership ID.
What's Ryan's last name?
Gold level.
Seacrest?
Quite impressive. I'll write all this down, and your appointment will be around high noon. How does that sound?
Sounds perfect.
See you then, Mr. Fang.
Thank you.
A couple questions for you as well. We seem to run into some large lizard-like man. He kidnapped one of our buds here. Has you heard anything about anyone of this sort lately in this town?
Well, I don't want to brag. I'm not one for looking at the guild job board myself, but if it's happened fairly recently, I'm sure it's on the wall. Go take a look.
I didn't know if you heard a rumor or two.
Nothing myself. I deal in magic items, potions, things of that nature. Nothing else.
All right, but I have one more question that seems up your alley. I'm a little soft around the edges, but I can't carry that heavy armor. You have anything that might be able to help me? Maybe anything a little of elven make?
We have plenty of mithril as well as adamantium plates if you're interested. Varying different types of armor, though they're quite pricey, I must warn you.
How about any like chain shirts?
Oh, of course, chain.
Like elven chain shirts.
Would you be looking for enchantments on them?
Not particularly. I mean, above table, like I'm looking for like the elven chain, like actual item.
Yep.
Called elven chain.
Yep. Pulling it up. Slowly loading. They'll have it. We'll get your price. Right. So the elven chain +1 to AC. So it would be 14 plus Dex, maximum of 2, so you could have up to 16 AC with it. Just for be clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Let's see. This is a rare item. Let me look at the handy dandy spreadsheet here. Based on the current demand, this item is very sought after. I'm afraid the price will be a little bit higher than you might usually be expecting. 1,200 gold pieces to have today.
That is perfectly reasonable. What kind of spell scrolls do you have?
Well, me myself.
Or how do they run?
Well, pricing. Let me pull up my notes, and I'll give you a bit of a price for it. Something around the first or second level, I would be looking slightly under 100 gold pieces. When you move to the third or fourth, you're pushing a few hundred. The fifth level is where it starts to get a little bit dicey. 500 plus. Some are more rare than others. Healing are the most common, of course. Anything that's very damaging, there are restrictions on how many you can buy and things of such nature. As a gold level adventurer, I would be able to waive many of these requirements for you.
It's great information to have, but I think I'll just stick with that chain shirt.
If you come back around high noon, I'm I'm sure you're friends with Mr. Fang here.
Sure, I'll be here same time he will then.
All right, can I have a
Come on,
name,
buddy.
sir?
Arthur Elrath.
Mr. Elrath. It's a pleasure to meet you. Half up front, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course.
So
I'll give him
600.
I'll give him 800. Why not?
Perfect. See you then. How can I help you? It goes back into line. Other people are coming, discussing things.
Let's check this job board, see if they mention anything about our lizard friend.
Would he happen to have a gauntlets of ogre power?
Let me check that one out. A lot of times the gauntlets are a little bit more expensive.
I mean, Vic, if you're seeking some strength, I got our almighty guild leader here gave me a strength potion that I see zero need for.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a one-time use, but
right.
Still better than nothing.
Yeah, that would help at times.
You just dying to get in there and bash him with a mace or something?
Just in case I have to, since it's come close times.
Well, good sir, it appears that you're in luck. We happen to have a few on hand. Are you looking to make a purchase today?
How much are they?
Well, the two we have in hand, one is slightly damaged, but still usable. 450 gold pieces. A fresh pair with no strings attached, running 600.
Said 450 with string. All right, what do you mean by strings attached?
So mechanically, magic items that are damaged in certain instances, a lot of times like rolling a nat 1, you have a chance of it breaking.
I rolled those a few times.
Yeah,
so.
you do roll those a few times. It's not like you roll a nat 1, it breaks. It's so for instance, these they're used in your hands, right? So anytime you would roll like a melee attack roll, or maybe you're trying to like use your hands to like push something, something involving them directly. A nat 1 would cause there to be a 25% chance of them breaking and ceasing to function as a magic item.
I'll take the ones that aren't with no strings.
Okay, 600.
Okay.
Yep. He says come back at noon.
Okay.
Ask for your name. Same song and dance.
Poor again.
Anybody else looking for any magic items or general adventuring gear? Just to be clear, in this campaign, if you have money, anything on in the book under adventuring gear or anything that's relatively mundane that has a price you can find, you can just go ahead and purchase it. Just kind of let me know what it is quickly. Healing potions, that goes the same 50 gold piece for the basic ones. If you're looking for something a little bit,
Pick up a couple more of those too.
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead. We don't have to bog the session down with specifics for everyone's general shopping.
Did we see anything at the job board about giant lizard men?
You head over to the job board, and there are a number of instances of some attacks involving things that are known to be of draconic origins. Right as you're looking, you see a young elven lady come up with these little like thumbtacks and pieces of paper. Excuse me. She starts pinning some up. One of them is 25 gold pieces for information on the theft of some leathers as well as ivory pieces in the merchants district. And there's one attached to that for 30 gold pieces it's like a add-on to that. 30 gold pieces for the successful returning of these items. So information 25, returning of them 30. Apprehending the culprits is an extra 15 each. There were known to be 2. The brief description is a very tall draconic individual and a smaller green goblin individual.
Brother Ziggy, that's me. I'm on there. That's me.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Am I famous or?
No,
Okay.
Infamous.
not even. He's not even that renowned.
I guess it's true. They don't have a picture of him yet. They don't even know it's him.
Think maybe
What color was
You don't know.
this figure? Well, Fang would have definitely seen him.
he was a lizard. What
Capes,
color was he?
you got a character art or a general description of your character?
Yeah, so 6'7", fairly skinny. I'm only 110 pounds. Green scales,
Jeez.
yellow. I have a giant yellow and red fin, and my eyes are orange.
Beanpole.
He's a lizard.
So you think we leave this alone, or you want to figure out what was going on?
Well,
I mean, we got to hang around here for what, another 4 hours? So what else you got to do?
Yeah, but I think we need to at least get Glassjaw out of town and tell him.
Oh, we could just return the items and say that they were just confused.
We'd still have to find this lizard man to return the items.
So let's send Glassjaw home, and we'll go find the lizard man and return the items.
He's a big boy. He can find his way home, right?
Well, let's at least help him sneak out of the town. So
No, he's fine. He's got it.
If Brother
You
Ziggy
wanna
believes
carry
in
him
me,
over
I
the
can
wall?
do it.
all right.
Yeah, I believe in you.
You believe in him?
If Ziggy believes in him, that probably means it's a bad thing, and we should help him out.
We help him sneak out of town, and then.
But I believe in him.
Exactly.
I know he can do it.
I know he can too, but you still need a little help from your friends.
Get high with your friend.
Alright, well, if Glassjaw needs to help, then I guess we have to help him.
No.
Don't act like we haven't helped your ass out.
Guys, I can get out of town, no problem. It'll be fine, I promise.
Here, Glassjaw. Drink this.
Oh, what does it look like?
It's just a vial, and it looks like it almost looks like a healing potion vial, except it's a different color. Drink this. Trust me.
Don't drink it, just go.
Fang,
You gonna defy your master there?
roll a persuasion check, Fang.
Glassjaw, you can't defy your master who's been training you these last month.
I'm torn.
I would not. All right. 17. No, that's 50.
I thought you went the wrong way.
He just chugs it.
And he turns invisible. Now go home.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Now,
That doesn't mean do more illegal things.
I could have just cast invisibility on myself, though, Fang.
I'll know that next time. Now go home.
Oh, okay.
What
See,
the
I
fuck,
told you
Carl?
I
Why have you
believe
never
you.
answered us?
He could have gone if he just cast invisibility on himself.
It's too late.
Whenever we get back to camp, I am grilling this man, figure out what the hell he is.
Who?
Glassjaw.
That's fair.
He has yet to answer me the 3 times I've asked him.
He's a goblin shaman.
He always seems to have exactly what he needs in his pocket. It's amazing.
Paul, I would say Goggles Knight would be 200 gold. Not sure if Ball's there.
Oh,
You
you
walk
blind
away.
ass people.
I see the chair.
I know,
The
right?
only-
It's almost like
The
you
only
can't
one of
see in
us
the
who
dark.
can see at night.
Don't do that.
Meanwhile, Kapesh, you make it over to an area that appears to have the things you were interested in. What would you like to do?
I'm looking for healing potions, so I go up to the vendor or the tradesperson, and I asked the going rate for hides for a healing potion.
Oh, we don't get many of your kind here. If they're well made, I'd be willing to trade healing potion for a tanned hide, 1 for 1.
Okay, and so I'm gonna trade all the tanned hides that I got out of the I forget the goblin's name. I'm gonna trade all the hides that he got me for healing potions. And I couldn't take a good assessment of how many he had over his shoulders. I just grabbed them, threw them in my backpack. So
Yeah, he has enough that the vendor is willing to trade three healing potions. Oh,
okay.
Bought them down the street, did you? Fine work that gentleman does.
Apparently,
Nah,
news doesn't travel that fast.
I'd say, I say, yeah, I'm an avid hunter, and I was able to get some kills and skin some of the monsters, and came out with these hides. Luckily enough, didn't damage them in the fight.
Give me a deception check.
I can see in the dark.
This is true.
I could if I wanted to. I
9.
just don't
Of
want to
course,
right
of
now.
course you can.
Technically,
You're a goblin.
anyone can if you wanted to.
If I wanted to, yes, anyone could.
I got a 9.
Anyway, yeah, here are your 3 potions, and I'll take those. Anything else?
What other type of potions do they have? Do they have any potions of hill giant strength?
A little bit more rare. I would say, at least would understand that a shop like this probably wouldn't have the highest event potions. Unless you think your character would be familiar with potions specifically. Looking around, let's see if he has it.
You said this area is near the gate that I originally entered in?
Relatively close, yes. Yeah, within maybe 300-400 yards.
And is this the only way in and out of the city? Officially?
If you haven't scouted the city, you don't know, but I would
Okay.
say your general understanding of cities of this size is there's probably multiple ways in and out.
Okay.
I happen to have a single potion of that persuasion. Though I'm not exactly willing to part ways for trade, I would need coin.
Okay. I basically say I have no use for coin, and I thank the tradesman for the potions, and I go about my way.
Okay. Where do you head from here?
I am going to look for a place that sells cloaks.
Okay.
I'm looking for a tailor.
Within about 3 or 4 minutes of walking and searching, you see a small section of streets with numerous types of clothing displayed outside. A couple of them, though, maybe a little short for you, look to be the general style that you're looking for. Do you approach the shop?
I want. They should have thread at least. So
Yeah, you see thread, but none of it is in front of the counter. Everything would be behind it.
okay, I'm gonna go into the place with thread.
Okay.
And I'm gonna inquire about if they have any like very strong, maybe. Well, I'm gonna inquire about what their best thread they have is.
Oh, well, sir, if you're a understander of the intricacies of textiles, we have very, very fine threads. Some of them are crafted from some of the finest materials out there. The dyes are fantastic, no degradation whatsoever to their strength. We have very high thread count fabrics, such as linens, sheets, drapes, as well as ornamental garbs, if you're interested in that sort of thing. It appears that we might be able to work something out if you're interested. I have strong threads, I have tough threads, I have those that can take arrows, I have others that cannot be slashed. What is it that you're looking for?
I'm gonna take. I'm looking for a roll of thread that can't be slashed and a roll of thread that can't be pierced by arrows.
Oh, well, it's quite interesting. Usually the weave patterns themselves are what dictate some of these abilities. So the threads themselves that I would recommend would be this one, and it kind of shows you behind. There's kind of like these like wooden spools with like tightly wound threads about 10 feet behind the counter, or this one over here would be good. Possibly a interwoven combination of them in a grid such as this, and he has like on the counter there's like a pane of glass, and underneath that you see these different like weave patterns of threads, some small, some large, some hatch, some 45, 90, all these different orientations. If you're interested, I could have something made for you. We don't traditionally sell the thread itself, but I'd be willing to strike a deal.
Okay, can you make it into a cloak that cannot be pierced by arrows?
Quite difficult. I believe there are a certain type of cloak that could turn all piercing type damages into something a little bit more bludgeoning. They have a bit of a reduction property to them. Some can increase your armor capabilities as well, though they are quite expensive and take quite a bit of time to craft. If you're interested in putting that down payment, we could get working on something and have it made by maybe next week.
Okay, and I pull out the ivory all the ivory that I have, and I ask him if this is enough for a full payment up front.
Oh, you're quite tall. Would you like pockets, inner, outer, a hood?
Inner.
Inner. Okay. How many pockets?
6, 3 on each side.
3 on each side. Tight or loose? Large pockets, expandable?
Large expandable pockets and loose.
I see. This is quite fine ivory. I believe I know the shop. You have quite an eye. I'm afraid for a very fine cloak such as this with a possible minor enchantment put on it. This would be enough for a down payment, but nothing more.
What if we cut the pockets down to 1?
1 pocket, but is it really functional at that point, sir?
Well, a pocket's always functional.
Well, but only 1. What's the point? You'll be imbalanced. You should at least have 2. 1 on each side.
Would that be enough for 2 then?
Oh, of course not. It's not the pockets that I'm concerned about.
What are you concerned about?
Well, if you would like it to be a skirt, I could have that happen, but you're quite tall. It's a lot of material. If you would like to sit down with my seamstress, we could get you a full quote, as well as maybe have the enchanter come over and you can discuss some of the specifics.
What about a short cloak? Maybe half of whatever you're thinking in length.
I see. A mini skirt, as I believe they're called. Of course, we could work something out. This would, almost be enough. But I'm afraid for a hood, 2 pockets, I would need a slight bit more than this. But this is plenty for an initial payment. We'll just have to get you fitted and give me about a week's time.
Okay, would a healing potion on top of this be enough to pay for the cloak?
The ivory I could resell, but I'm afraid I'd have no real use for these healing potions. Coin will suffice. Surely you have some, sir.
I basically inform him that I don't care about coin, but I will find something else to pique his interest.
Well, sir, if you don't care about coin, most of us shopkeepers do. Why don't you procure some coin and trade?
And how much coin will I need in addition to this?
Well, in addition to the ivory, I would say about 200 gold or so.
Okay. All right, I thank him, and I go ahead and. Well, when can I expect to owe the rest of the money and have the cloak ready?
It'll be about a week's time, around a 10-day. Though we'll have to take your measurements first. That will take a couple hours. You can come back later or have it done now.
Okay, I'll have it done now.
Oh, of course. This way, sir. Brings you into the back room. There's a seamstress, number of graduated objects, little tapes that begin to tape a number of your measurements, having you lean one way, lean the other way. I've never worked on someone of your kind before. I'll treat it as a privilege. What brings you into town?
Look at them and I speak to them in Draconic, acting like I don't necessarily understand what she's asking.
Oh,
and I make
Go ahead.
And I make kind of explosion gestures with my hands and little running gestures with my hand, basically just speaking complete nonsense in a completely different tone.
Sorry. Wow, you're a wonderful storyteller. Maybe we'll just get this done and then we'll move on. Okay. That goes on for a while. Rest of the group, we'll say your time comes for your items to be ready. You go pick them up. Everyone needs to pay their full cost. So it's 1,200 for the Elven Chain in total, 600 for Gauntlets of Power, 700 I think for Headband of Intellect, 200 for Goggles of Night. Seem right?
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Now, just for anybody in our group that would like to have the Gauntlets of the Storm, so somebody who doesn't have anything on their hands.
What does that do again? Something with
What do
lightning?
they do?
Gauntlets of the Storm, you can do a lightning bolt, a storm sphere.
I'll take
Yes.
them. No one wants them.
You don't even have hands.
I have hands.
Those are claws.
We'll check with Olgrim too when he gets here. So,
Yeah, he might want those more than me.
That's a good point.
and that would give him a
He
range.
can do something, but I say he can do something when he's can't make it there in time.
I think I have something that Olga might want.
Oh, one of those extra tattoos.
Yep.
Yeah. Does that work if he's not using just his hands? Does it work for weapons?
It does.
Do you know anything about your items?
It does.
Seems like you need to tune to that band a little sooner. Get that intellect going.
Yeah, I mean, I can give him that because I'm going to take that off. Because I need to use the damn headband.
Sounds like it's Christmas Day for Olgrim.
Uh-oh. What happened?
You're getting gifts rained upon you.
Hey, you don't have a magic item on your hands, right?
What are you attuned to? Is a better question.
Right, and then it comes down to you have attunement slot available.
I think it's just a belt of giant strength. That's all I've got.
Okay.
So he
So
can
you
just
want
go-
these Gauntlets of the Storm?
Yeah. What does that do?
There gloves you with the gauntlets. That has 4 charges. You can do
cast electricity spells.
right. Shocking Grass takes 1, Lightning Bolt takes 3, or Storm Sphere takes 4, and it recharges 1d4 per day.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look the item up. It's available online.
Storm Sphere. Storm Sphere is a great spell.
Yes, it is.
I also have an Eldritch Claw tattoo needle that as soon as I unattune it, if you want it and you have an extra slot, you could have.
Oh.
And that makes your strike range 15 feet, your reach.
Oh, really?
And it adds one. Does it add 1d6 of extra damage or something?
And it's 1d6 of extra force damage.
It's a tattoo?
And plus 1 bonus to attack. It's a tattoo.
So it's a one-time use?
It's a really dope tattoo.
You activate it once with a bonus action once per day.
Once per day.
Oh. Okay.
And it takes a bonus action to use.
Okay.
And it stays active for about, I believe, a minute.
Oh,
yeah, so
the way it kind of looks is up to you, but for like Fang, it's like this shadowy form, and his hands are look like they're on the end of it. For you, your weapon would be held by like these longer arms.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So as soon as I unattune it, when we go back to I'll give you that.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Nice.
I don't really have nothing to trade.
That's what team's for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, these were party. I mean, the gauntlets were party treasure.
Okay.
It was passed to me because I didn't have, But now I got new gauntlets, so I can't wear two.
Sure.
Just wear one of each.
And mine
I'm
is
sure
just
Hunter will let that slide.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get
You get
half
2
of the
charges
lightning
and then
bolt,
plus 3 strength.
Yeah.
and you get half the ogre strength.
Right.
You're like,
This is taboo magic, guys. Not allowed.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
Cool. So, if y'all are going to be trading stuff, sometimes it's good to post a link to it in the chat, just so other people know exactly what it is.
Oh yeah, I can find.
Yeah, just make sure everyone knows what they're actually getting.
So do we want to look for this lizard fella or just head back? Good talking, good talking.
that's up to y'all. I've been tripping on shrooms for days.
Yeah, we're fully aware. Maybe it'll be good to get you active into something instead of high off your ass.
I know, it was a big mistake. Be careful of the orange mushrooms.
Did you throw them out? Or did you use them all?
No, there's still some.
So what you're saying is you're going to throw them out.
Absolutely not. They're for later use. I could potentially give someone else those.
Can you kind of divvy it up like in those smaller portions?
What? So you want a trip? You want to go on a trip? Is that what you're
Like
saying?
maybe the size of like a dime or
I want to
something?
go on a trip for 29 days like you did.
You know what, guys? Maybe later I can divvy it up in safe amounts. we can all have a safe, curated mushroom trip.
That would be awesome.
Well, let's just do a quick once through the city and see if we see anything.
Okay.
If not, we can head back.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
All right. What is your method of investigating here?
Have you seen a large iguana?
I'm going to be flying at about 25, 30 feet and just looking down, seeing if I see a giant lizard anywhere.
Sure. Purely visible. Go ahead. Perception.
Perception?
Yep. What's everyone else doing?
So what? He's flying around.
He's flying around. Yeah.
I'll do the same
4.
thing.
4, I don't see shit.
4. So, Dylan, you can give Chris advantage, or you can roll yourself for perception.
I'll roll myself.
Thank you.
That's an 18.
Okay. Noted. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm just looking around, walking around, looking at everybody, looking in stores, looking down alleys.
Sure, you can investigation or perception, your choice.
I'll do the same thing.
Sure, investigation or perception, your choice.
Dirty 20 investigation.
25.
Damn, Monty, calm down.
Oh, look at you. New character, new roles.
What are you talking about?
It's like you paid off Nat 20. Nat 20.
Roll 20.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
One.
that thing.
Sees nothing.
He trips over his own feet while he's looking around.
And then he breaks his gloves. Should have got the real ones. Dang.
Paul Vic feels his shadow leading him into these dark alleys. You can easily resist if you'd like, but you feel the bloodlust as you move throughout the town. Fang, you're not finding much. Ziggy, you move around. You see some areas that, based on descriptions, you believe that might have been where this individual went. And then Monty, you listen in and you hear a potion shopkeep talking with some guards. Well, officer, I promised I traded these fair and square with a customer earlier. 6'6.5", maybe even 7 foot tall, lizard-type gentleman. Oh God, he stole them. Oh my gosh. Will I get some retribution? Will I get them? Okay. Takes the armors. I'm sorry, shopkeep, but we'll see what we can do about apprehending them and returning the potions that were stolen. Oh, okay. And then y'all watch the guards storm off. So through the grapevine, you can relay this information to everybody.
So it seems like we're hot on the trail, Monty. He's got to be close by.
I'll tighten my circle around that area.
Sure.
I'll stay around Ziggy, who can actually see shit.
I'm gonna go around to other. Since it seems like he's trading things, I'm gonna go around just all the other shopkeepers asking if they've been trading anything.
Kapesk, you finish up your fitting. The lady says, thank you for coming in, sir. We'll hopefully have it ready in a 10-day. Maybe come back around that time and we'll give you a final update and tell you if there were any upcharges or cost reductions. Is that sufficient, sir?
Yeah, that's sufficient. Then I basically, because I basically have one goal right now, so I'm gonna go and try and wait for nighttime. So I want to look around and find a place to maybe on a roof again or something like that, or in a back alley. And I'm gonna wait for nighttime, and then when nighttime comes, I'm gonna try and go outside the city to go do some hunting.
Sure.
You can't tell me I don't see a bright green scaled figure on the rooftop.
There are multiple, okay? You don't know which one. All right. You sneak out the shop. You find an alley with roof access. You feel very secure and out of the way. Ziggy? You see
There he is.
6+ foot tall green lizard folk, just kind of chilling on a roof. I'll say, what's your passive perception, Kapesk?
Uh, 17.
17. Ziggy, go ahead and just give me a stealth check just to see if you happen to maybe fly in a little bit lower out of view or quite high.
That would be a 9. Nope. Oh no, it's a little better. That's a 12.
Okay. Kapesk, you see at a pretty good distance away from you this large humanoid flying peacock entity. and you notice that it's tracking in your general direction. What do you do?
Is there a window or like anything on the roof in order to maybe access an attic?
Most of these buildings do not. However, there is one a couple buildings over that has one. You think you could get to it before this individual arrives?
Okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, yeah. So you're just full bore sprinting. Ziggy, you watch as this creature
I
just
dash.
like you're,
I dive bomb.
Yeah, you dive bomb in. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. This will determine essentially who gets the jump.
Am I seeing all this too? 'Cause I'm just flying
Ziggy,
there.
do you see anything? You can reply to this message.
Sure thing. Yep, you see it as well.
You can reply to this message.
Okay,
I got a
follow-
12, Hunter.
All right, initiative
On
for
the
Faye.
same. He's in
So I
this
take-
building! So I like dart into the building. I don't know if you can see me or not.
So I take the whatever I roll and then I add the initiative, right?
You add your dex
To it?
modifier.
Okay.
24.
17.
Okay. Fang, you're a little bit closer. You were looking in kind of another direction. As Ziggy calls out, you turn around and see the lizard running. Kapesh, you make it to this almost skylight type structure before anyone else. Do you duck down inside of this building?
Yes.
Okay, boom, you're inside. Fang, you watch as he goes inside. Let's say almost like a hatch that kind of closes down. What do you do?
I fly over to the top of that hatch and I wait on Ziggy to catch up because I don't want to jump in there by myself. So I kind of hold an attack in case he comes up to attack me.
Sure, absolutely. Ziggy, boom, you arrive.
Throw the hatch up.
He's in here.
Hatches up, y'all run down,
Yeah.
giving chase. Okay, Kapesh, once inside this building, you come down into what looks to be like an attic type space. It's quite hot. There's a number of boxes and crates. It appears to be storage. You see a fairly distinct flickering of candlelight off on the far side of the room, and what looks to be like a staircase that leads down from this like attic third level down to the second and possibly the first level. What do you do?
Okay, whenever I was running over here, was there any windows or anything on the lower levels of this building?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cautiously approach the stairs and try and see if anybody's on the floor below me.
Okay, you know they're hot on your trail.
Whoa. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna sprint down there. Who cares?
Okay,
I'm
absolutely.
sprinting down there. I'm going to a window. Maybe how many floors is this building?
So you're in like the 2.5 floors. So there's 2 main floors, and you're in the attic.
Okay, I'm gonna go 1 floor down,
Okay.
just down those staircase, and I'm gonna look and then investigate the window and see if I can if I can just open it on a side that hopefully I had not come from.
Okay,
that makes sense.
absolutely. Yeah, you sprint across the room, opposite from the direction you came in. You run down the stairs. There are a handful of people. Some of them are moving boxes. They look like younger hired help. They just kind of look at you with wide eyes. They just kind of back up ever so slightly. You probably ignore them, turn around. You see a window. It's got a latch on it. The latch you could open from the inside. It appears very easy to open. You don't have quite enough movement to get out the window, but you're able to open it if you'd like.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
All right, you throw it open. Everyone else, were y'all on the ground searching as well?
Yes.
All right, we'll do all the ground people kind of on one turn. So you all are alerted to the building that this is occurring in. What would y'all like to do?
Fan out. Surround the building.
A little Waco situation here.
Look
There's
for
4 of
any
us. We
windows
just take a side.
on the building that he
He's
could
like, I'm not
escape
coming
from.
out!
All right, everyone, just kind of mentally prepare an action in your head if you see Kapesk or something of that nature. You don't really have to tell me per se what it is, but yeah, we'll say you each kind of fan out, get a different side. All right, Aerial team, y'all's turn. You throw it open, you run inside, you jump down. There's not enough space to fly for Ziggy, but for Fang, you can see clearly across the room. You see this shadow of Kapesk as he runs down this half spiral staircase. Do y'all take off in that direction?
Yeah, I take off after him.
You take off after him. So, Ziggy, what's your speed walking?
40.
Okay. So, yeah, both of you are able to get to the base of the stairs because your speed is a little bit larger than Kapesk, and he's in the process of like half crawling out this window. You're engaged. Kapesk, you notice them, and you also notice someone out in the street that appears to be kind of watching the window at this moment.
What does Kapesk wear?
Nothing. I have natural armor. I have a spear and a shield. I have a spear, shield, and then just natural armor.
Not even a loincloth.
Just let it all hang out.
They're retractable, guys. They're retractable.
Oh, it's an itty.
So Fang, Ziggy, you're both engaged in combat. You feel free to have a mini conversation, to punch, whatever.
Want me to just push him out the damn window?
I'll say, whoa, there's no need to run, and I'll cast Charm Monster.
Charm Monster?
I don't have person prepared.
Okay, I don't think it works. I mean, he's a humanoid, I believe.
It 100% works. It's a creature.
Charm Monster? It's not.
Yeah.
It's not humanoid. So you're casting
It's
a
just
5th level.
charming
Like
creature.
what spell is what level? Is this?
Fourth level.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and read the spell. Well, what's the save?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
It's
wisdom
charm
save.
a creature you can see.
There you go. They have to understand your language. You know, anything else, just for future reference.
No. Well, I mean, I guess you would have advantage, huh? Because I guess we're technically fighting.
You're definitely fighting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. So roll 2 dice, make that wisdom save, Kapesk, and take the best.
I didn't have charm person today, so coming out the gate with this crap.
Go big or go home. Did you roll, Hamby?
Yeah, I thought he has to roll first. I got a 17
No.
plus 3, so 20.
Oh, yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah, no, it's only you. It's saved, so it's only the defender. So
okay.
what do you say to him?
I'm just like, there's no need to run. We're friends. We're all cool. We're cool.
Yeah, you feel this wave of magic kind of running through your brain, and you just kind of shake it off.
We're cool.
Didn't work.
Hey, in this room, is there a what is producing the light other than the window?
The window is producing most of the light. There is kind of like on that staircase. There were some candles, some lantern type candles.
Okay,
Well, so it's Fang and Ziggy's turn, so you can only reply audibly unless you have a reaction ability. So Fang, what do you do? That's action for Ziggy, but you have other things maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I fly and kick him out the window.
Okay, so you're essentially going to do a shove attack.
Yep.
Okay. So you can roll to hit, but that will not push him. So you would have to do a strength off to shove. Unless you have ability that specifically states you can.
We could always just kill him and turn him into a zombie under my control.
Oh my gosh.
That's so stupid.
So I'm rolling for strength right now.
We'll see.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion of a cat coming at him from the side, like the largest cat I can make that looks mean, like it's coming toward him from the side of the window.
Okay.
That'd be a big ass cat.
And what is your objective?
Just to throw him off balance on what the hell's going on.
Okay, so you can essentially use that as the help action to give the next attack advantage, if you would like.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Kapesk, you watch as the fairy begins to mutter some things. You're kind of unsure what the hand motions are, and then all of a sudden you look to your side, and this is this like a leopard, panther? Is this like a tabby cat? What are we talking about?
Like a leopard.
Okay, yeah, like this dark cat just lunges at you, and you kind of flinch ever so slightly. Ground team, you all kind of see this, or I'll say one of you sees this happening. I will say it's Vic, and it is now your turn, Kapesh.
Okay. So I'm facing two guys inside. And one of them is a giant peacock, and the other one is what?
14-inch fairy.
Tiny. Yep.
Oh, it's the fairy again?
It's the fairy again.
Hmm.
Classic situation.
Yeah, the massive anthropomorphic peacock and a fairy. Classic.
The old adage, you know.
Okay, I want to look outside, and is there anybody below me, or is there another building right next to me?
There's no buildings. You're facing kind of the main street here. You do see down there a Vic. Vic is a 6+ foot tall human. Looks like a caster type. He appears as slightly preoccupied, but he is tracking you and paying attention to your movements.
Okay, I'm gonna turn towards the fairy guy, and I'm gonna ask him what his deal is in the common tongue. Like, why is he chasing me once again?
We just need to talk to you. Because you had our friend, and we need to see what's going on.
Okay, I'm a little confused about our friend.
Glassjaw,
and
the other goblin. Goblin is our friend.
And I say the goblin who was teaching me to steal?
He what?
Yeah, that would be the goblin.
So
He taught you what?
he was teaching me to steal.
Oh my god.
He told me about this money and stealing, which means nothing to me. So I asked him about it. And then I was attacked.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to talk to him later about that. Well, we just are gonna need you to return the things that you stole. It's no big deal.
I don't understand what you mean by steal.
The things you took without permission.
Permission? You mean the things that people leave laying around?
Yeah, those aren't yours to take.
And the ivory.
Okay. Me, naturally, I have a talking bird in front of me, and I have a talking fairy in front of me. So I am going to, at this point, take my chances by backing up and jumping out of the window to the person down below.
So
Can I do anything?
well, y'all get your reactions to do.
As a reaction, I don't have anything.
An opportunity attack. It would have to be a melee attack. So Fang, that's kind of your thing.
I can too with my whip.
Well, you can. Kapesk, if you are going to hop out the window, I'll need an acrobatics check to see how gracefully you can land.
On your face.
Oof.
So Fang, you get an opportunity attack as he leaves your range if you would like to take it.
I'm about to smack him with my tentacle rod as well.
I got a 10 on the acrobatics check.
Okay. All right, so a single attack roll, right? That's all you get.
Mm-hmm. That's a natural 20.
17.
Don't fret, it's not a lot of damage.
All right.
Okay, I have 19 AC.
Oh, that would be 12 damage of necrotic.
Okay. So you took, I believe, 14 earlier, 12 there. And as you fall down and land prone on the ground with that roll, you also take 7 bludgeoning damage as you kind of just kind of like land
That's
into
just
the ground.
insult to injury.
Like you land on your feet and you're like, oh, I'm good, but then the ground just keeps getting closer and your knees kind of buckle and you just kind of like fall into your back and just hit and kind of knock yourself back up. You're like sitting up currently. It would be half your movement to stand up, but you've used none of it currently.
Let me know when I get to react.
I'm gonna go ahead and
yeah, currently not in your range, but yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand up.
Okay, so that's half movement, so 15 feet gone.
And then you said the person down there was basically a really tall human.
Yeah, taller human. I think a little shorter than you, but standing about, I'd say, 15 feet from you at the moment.
How tall is he? Are you? I'm 6'5".
Yeah, I'm 6'7".
He a big.
So we're basically pretty close to each other.
Close, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna inquire about the if he's friends with the goblin as well.
I'm not going to answer. Just look at him. So do I get to react? Or
You can say something unless you have a specific reaction ability. Nothing yet, but your turn is next. So
okay. Now I'm going to just be silent.
Just staring you down.
Okay, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to, I guess, make my way towards the other side of the building that the window wasn't open on, if that makes sense. And then,
okay.
Yeah, I guess that's going to be it.
If you would like to use your action to dash, you can get 45 feet.
Okay, then I'll do that, and I'll try and dash on the opposite side of the building. I'm just running at this point.
Right. Yeah, you're trying to get away. All right. It is now ground team. So Paul, Vic would have watched him like jump down, stand up, look at you, try to talk, and then sprint. And he's like halfway around the corner. You still got visual on him at the moment, but he would be, I would say, about 60 feet from you.
Old person.
Okay. Wisdom save for Kapesk.
Oh no!
So as a reminder, you have a single reroll. If you would like to use it, you can just reroll the dice and take it.
I got 7.
Okay. You keeping it?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
All right. All of a sudden, you're frozen. I'll say the rest of ground team, y'all are kind of moving around the corner, and you see this individual just kind of like
we all just jump him because he's paralyzed,
like frozen there. Since he doesn't get his next turn, you're all able to get on the ground and get in relative proximity to him. Everyone can do something small and quick. Otherwise, he'll get to remake the save, and then we'll continue from there. But currently, Kapesk, you were surrounded by a pretty sizable group of relatively strong people.
I'll just hold an attack if he runs.
Okay. Yep. Gotcha.
Cool.
Somebody should get out some rope to tie him.
Yeah,
I've got to admit.
Rope.
Well, I'm gonna hold out my manacles.
Oh well, there we go.
Yeah, I'll do it.
We like to put that on them.
All right. Manacles are put on. Go ahead and make the wisdom save again, Kapesk. See if you break out of the mental prison you're in. It happens. Yeah.
14.
Probably not, Paul. Yeah. Yep. You're still paralyzed. Like your arm doesn't move, but all of a sudden they just kind of move it around. And are the manacles in the front, or do you have them behind? I believe they're like the front type.
Who's putting them on?
Well, any of you can. Just how do y'all put them on? Just let me know.
Whoever's putting them on, because I already did my act, so that's what I. held them out for somebody else to do.
We can put him on in the front, I guess.
Okay.
I'll
What
tie
is
his feet together though.
with some rope?
Yeah, so that he can't run.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Kapesk, on your person, there's a shield, a backpack, or a spear, a backpack. Anything else?
It's a natural one. I'll use my reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a bunch of adventure gear, like normal.
Yeah, well, just on the outside of your body, is there like most of it probably in your pack? The gear.
You said
Yeah.
survival.
Everything was inside of the pack except for the spear and the shield right now.
Yeah. So do y'all disarm him of these items? And
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Pull
We're
everything
doing
out.
a dirty 20 survival.
noted. All right. You are currently now prone on the ground with large steel manacles around your wrists. Your legs are bound together. Your items have been relieved of you, and you are kind of laying prone on the ground. Make the save again. Wisdom save.
16.
16. Paul.
Yeah, that should break.
All right. You finally break out of it. So you can do something if you have it, but otherwise, y'all let me know as a group what's going on here.
I would like to just like acquire all of the stolen goods.
Yeah, you quickly open the pack and you would see, based on your discussions, you would only see the health potions. You understood
So
there was ivory as well. You don't see.
We're about to make a cool 45.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to look at the guys nearest to me and accuse them of being slavers.
Okay. You're just yelling at them in common tongue.
Yeah, I'm yelling at common, switching back and forth between draconic and common, and
Trying to gag
accusing them of slavers, of being slavers.
Okay, you're gonna gag them. All right. You're still making noise, Kapesk, at this point, but there is a leather gag in your mouth.
Hmm.
Do you think we should take him to the guild hall? He seems pretty sturdy, like he knows what he's doing. Or
Yeah,
just
we
drop
could-
him off at...
We could take him to the guild hall, then show them that
Maybe-
we got the potions and stuff, and then
I mean, we can get everything returned. Maybe they can have him work off his debt instead of just being imprisoned.
sounds good. Get moving.
So you want to put those...
Again, he's
well, you got his feet tied. How is he going to move? Hey, Vic, you want to put them
Alright,
new
we'll-
gloves
we'll-
use?
we'll move
See how they
you.
work?
Huh?
So you want to put them new gloves to work and carry them to the guild hall?
I was going to say, Olgrim's stronger than I am.
Very much.
I'll drag him.
I mean, we can both carry him. And that's fine.
I'm only 110 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
As you walk around, I'm just going to wave my golden badge. Be like,
Yeah,
oh, guild business.
Yeah, like some guards come up and guess we won't be getting the gold. Good job. Gonna head off.
I sit on his stomach while he's walking, just looking at him.
Fairy's just kind of chilling on your stomach.
If we pass by the potion shop, I'd want to like return those.
If you wanted to just quickly kind of go over, you could.
No, don't return anything. Take him to the guild and let the guild decide what to do. It's not our decision.
Got him. Get wrecked, Dylan.
Boom, roasted.
It's too late.
If you start walking away with this stuff, I'll say something.
No, I'm kidding. I won't.
All right, Kapesk, are you fighting back in any way?
No.
Okay.
I'm going along. My hands are bound. I'm gagged. I'm just
yeah.
I'm just taking note of the direction and like the path that they're taking me on.
Sure. That's relatively easy to do. Within a few minutes, you'll arrive at the guild hall, kind of slamming open the doors. I'll say y'all took the quest and go and hand it to the lady, and
We pick it up right then and go. I would like
to turn this one in. All right. We'll have to verify, of course.
These are the potions he traded in the ivory and hides for.
There could have been another 6'7"
lizard folk.
No,
But, I'll take
it's
your
him.
word for it for now. All right. You have potions. This backpack. This spear. Oh, it's heavy. Okay. We'll bring it over here. All right. These guards will help you. We'll take him to the interrogation room. Will you be doing the interrogating, or shall?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
Although I will say, he seemed
He's skilled.
he's skilled, but he seems a little
Joel's with this.
unknowledgeable about
Jules will try to
culture. He seems
And-
very feral. So maybe he just is confused and didn't know how things work in the city.
But he was not aggressive. He did not attack.
Oh,
True.
we in general have we've been told by Eshla, guild leader, if we have individuals like this, we would like to try to help them understand and possibly give them some training. Of course, it is paid by the guild if you're interested in taking this on.
What paid?
Yes, you'll be responsible for his actions, but as long as you can possibly keep him out of the city for a while and teach him how our societies work, we'll be willing to pay you for the service. It's essentially helping us create another guild member that will be able to.
I'll take the gag off of his mouth.
I'll ask him, how willing are you to go along with this?
I look him dead in the eye and I say, why would I go along with slavers?
Would you rather be trained or would you rather be imprisoned?
I need no training. You are the ones who attack at a measly whim.
And you're the one who steal from measly folk.
I know not of stealing. It's not my
Hence the
fault.
training.
People leave their
Hence the
objects.
training.
I need no training. My people are proud.
Maybe training's the wrong word. It's learning about our society.
Your society. I'm done talking to anybody but my goblin friend.
Oh God.
You mean the one you put a spear to his throat to? That seems real friendly.
You mean the one who set me up with slavers?
All right. As much as I hate to admit it, he's my little brother.
Anybody catch that in the recording? We'll play back later?
Soundbite.
Think
Now
of it more
listen.
as working with us to help pay off the debt of the stuff you took.
I think there's just been a misunderstanding. It's not so much training as it is
Education.
accompanying us on adventure.
The stuff I took as you take my stuff.
Yeah,
As
because
you
we're
attack
returning
and
it.
bind
We're returning it to its rightful owner.
rightful owner.
Let's put it this way. You
Return
seem
my
like
stuff.
you seem like you like adventure. That is something we can promise you in droves.
I like hunting. I like
Yeah,
the
you can-
rush of fighting.
Well, we are hunting for somebody now. A murder.
And
Ooh,
you
a giant
can
lizard
surely
man?
Fight them. What, y'all
How do
kill
you
like
feel
a
about-
dragon or something?
How do you feel about protecting the weak?
Protecting the weak, I care not for those who can't protect themselves.
Okay.
All right,
So you don't care about yourself right now?
Maybe
You
we
can
should
protect yourself
imprison-
very well.
Maybe we should just imprison him, you guys.
Let me
That
speak
sounded
to my goblin
more and more
friend.
like a better idea.
It's my little brother, all right? Like, he'll just do whatever I tell him.
Let him talk to his friend.
His friend is back at the circus.
He's the one who got you into this mess, all right? He taught you how to steal, but stealing's wrong. You can't do that here.
Y'all look over near the bar. You see Glassjaw sitting at the bar with a bunch of plates of food, and the bartender. We're putting it on. You said a Ziggy tab.
No, you're not. No.
Oh, brother! Oh, wow, the food here is
Screw
delicious.
you, Glassjaw. You're not having me pay for your crap.
No. It's a part of my training, brother.
No, your training is to pay for your own crap.
Oh, okay.
Reaches into his coin purse, slaps like 2 platinum which is obviously really
Jesus.
Good.
These silver ones usually work really well.
I guess it does run in the family that we pay like way too much.
Yeah, you're over there like that seems right.
See, that's fair. And then I turn to the lizard guy and I'm like, you see, that's what you're supposed to do.
You see your goblin friend Kapesk walking over towards you.
Paying for his meal.
I
Way too much,
I inquire with the goblin friend about his inability to teach me the difference between stealing and scavenging. I still have no comprehension of the lessons he was trying to teach me about shiny money and stealing.
Well, the way I view it, this is just me. I get to steal if I give them the shinies. Maybe that's not how everyone else thinks of it.
It's called paying.
Yes.
Called paying.
Yes. Oh, that's the word. I was thinking of it. I couldn't remember.
God.
So did you leave some? Did you steal some shinies and leave them for the hides?
No, it all happened so fast. I forgot.
So then, would you be willing to go back and steal from the hides and the ivory shop again?
Of course, but I'll leave shinies.
It's not called stealing. It's called paying. Don't say that.
Okay. I'm confused, just like you, lizard boy. But
Well,
We should let's go and steal these. Let's go and steal these hides. Let's go steal these hides.
Anywhere.
You can't steal. You can't steal. You have to pay.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm either stealing or I'm scavenging, and this goblin here says we steal with shinies.
wait. I thought
No.
you said when
How
you
about
were-
trading? You seem like you've done that pretty well lately.
I did
What about
trade,
that
and now
option?
here I am.
Yeah,
do
you're
not
trading.
steal,
You're trading
trade.
shinies for items.
Give me shinies then. I'll trade.
Earn shinies.
I'm kind of with the lizard here. If we just gave him some
Shut
shiny.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, if you work with us, you'll earn the shinies.
It's true. They get a lot of shinies. They keep it. He keeps it here. He keeps it in that purse. He keeps it in that purse.
Hey, Glassjaw, why don't you just stop?
I smack Glassjaw on the top of the head.
Oh, Master Fang.
Still
I
all
get-
your shinies.
I get visibly irate at them assaulting the goblin.
It's just because he's being an idiot. It's not because we're like slavers, okay?
I am friends with the goblin.
We're all friends with the goblin, all right?
Yeah.
Then why did
Friend, because he's a brother.
Fang
why
and
did the
Art are my
pigs-
masters?
Why did the bug man, the little fly, attack us while we were relaxing on the building? Then, if we're friends,
Well, we weren't friends with you until now. Clean slate.
Well,
Because-
why don't you say it's more like you didn't know that you two were friends. He thought
I-
he was in trouble, so Bug Boy, as you call him, was going to rescue Glassjaw.
I will work with
my friend.
this Glassjaw to go steal these hides and ivories.
Oh my god.
No, go trade.
Trade.
Trade for them. Just, take the word steal out of your vocabulary.
Yes, to take these shinies to trade.
Right. That's right.
And
Right.
thus pay for the items.
The
So how are you
shiny-
gonna get these shinies?
Well, I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
seen
Always
shinies.
the
Where do you-
option to come with
And
us
now-
and earn them
Yeah, now we're back to the same thing. You gotta
by hunting and fighting.
What about those two shinies on the counter over there?
Those are
Those were already traded.
Glassjaw already traded those for food.
Glassjaw, what do I do?
All right.
Oh God.
Team meeting. He kind of
Oh my-
gets close to you. Honestly, I'm just as confused as you sometimes. But I think if we just loyally follow my brother Ziggy, everything will work out really well.
My god.
My brother Ziggy taught me everything I know about trading and money. It's been working out really well. I think they're really dumb.
I didn't.
If it's shiny, they just really like it, and then you can just give them the shiny and kind of have whatever you want. I think they're weak too, but It's very complicated. I know. I'm so sorry for misleading you. I think it's all my fault.
So I inquire, so you follow this bird and bug?
Well,
this bird and bug? What to do?
The bug and the dark one over there, they're my masters. They train me.
Dark one.
So they are slavers. I knew it.
No. It's more like sensei.
Oh, the teacher.
Sorry.
I will follow you.
Of course. We're gonna be so powerful together. And
we are. We will take many shinies to steal. I mean, trade.
Yes.
Trade things. Yes.
Yes. Trade.
Yes.
But
Steal.
first, you must earn the shinies.
Earn. Yes.
Yes, you trade axe.
By fighting things and
You
defeating evil.
You trade your skills and your actions for shinies.
Ooh. That's why Art's the master.
Oh my god.
Brother.
Don't act so surprised. You knew this already.
Oh, I whispered.
Okay.
I'm surprised he's such an idiot. Like, why is Glassjaw such an idiot?
So to me, like it's already been decided. So I'm gonna follow Glassjaw's lead at this point.
All right. Well, can we just get him out of the chains and stuff, and maybe get back to the carnival?
Well, I'm sure he's got to sign something, right? Then I guess we can go back to the carnival.
If you're willing to take it on, we'll pay you the gold for the information. And that'll be it.
Literally, these are both the two criminals right here.
I'm assuming you're taking them both on to teach them?
Yeah.
That's a good assumption.
Yes.
Well, we'll file a report and attach it to your current files. If there's any issues, it'll be on you.
Great.
Wouldn't be the first.
All right. Can you take him away now?
I'll untie his feet.
Right.
You can
So we-
leave the manacles on just for a bit.
So we just got paid, right?
We did not get paid.
She'll go over and you'll see a bunch of shinies on the counter, and she counts them. Some she counts as like a different number than others. You're a little unsure on exactly how much it works, but I believe that's 45-ish gold.
Wouldn't it
That
be
is-
60?
Wasn't it
It was
15 gold?
15
The
each.
15 each, yes, was 60. Yep.
Yeah. See, this is how you get shinies, is by doing work. We captured you for a minute. So we got these shinies.
I see. I stole.
We all
these
get
with
10
you.
gold.
Huh?
We all get 10 gold.
I guess we all get 10 gold except for them.
I have 25 gold now.
Ooh, you're rich.
I got quite a bit of gold right now, actually.
So what? We're getting 10 gold?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, now I guess we're off to go uncover a mystery and earn some shinies so that you can trade them.
Yes, we're hunting someone
Oh, that
who
scared
murders
the
people
crap
in their
out of
sleep.
me. My God, this is Fabian Seacaster's theme.
Sure.
Does that intrigue you? Hunting a murderer.
Hunting, yes.
We'll just
I-
call everything hunting.
I go where the goblin teaches me how to collect shinies to steal.
Yeah.
No.
To sell.
Chinese to trade.
Yeah.
Yes, steal to sell to trade. shinies. For ivory, yes.
You know, I don't think he knows what half these words he's saying mean.
I don't even know why he wants so much ivory. Like, what's he gonna do with it?
Well, I had a
Make a
before I was attacked. I was trying to get a cloak. People around here seem to have more than just their open scales to the wind.
How much shinies did you need for it?
They said 200 shinies.
Oh, that is unfortunate because you have none.
Well, I have obtained 60. You all are holding it for me.
No,
You didn't attain that at all.
we earned the 60 shinies.
It is my picture on there.
It's more like your
Wow.
description, not your picture. Semantics.
So what do you have to trade for some shiny?
Well, nothing. You guys have my backpack. I have nothing.
Well, what's in your backpack?
Normal adventuring stuff. Crowbar, hammer, some torches. I consider myself a smith somewhat.
I'll tell you what. If you just like don't steal and you do these things and you help us solve this this murder mystery we have right now, hunt this murderer, I'll give you the 200 shinies you need.
That also means you have to listen to more than just Glassjaw here.
What?
It's okay.
And I'll
Fine,
pitch in
but
some
We'll
more.
work together as a team.
Fine, but I'm not listening to the bug or peacock.
I'm the
That
one who's
works for
giving you
me.
the shinies.
No, I'm the one who's stealing the shinies.
You're not stealing the You want to try and steal the shinies, boy? You try it.
No, you.
I agree. Glassjaw says we go, we go.
We go. Right,
I'm
Brother
so
Ziggy?
confused. I'm so confused. He says he won't listen to the peacock, but all I've got to do is tell Glassjaw.
He
And Glassjaw will tell him, and then he listens to the peacock.
Yes.
Alright.
So will you listen to more than just Glassjaw? I mean, I don't care if you ignore the peacock and the bug, but will you listen to more than just
I am
Glassjaw?
not a bug.
Yes,
Perfect.
I am a
just not the
fairy.
ones who attacked me on a whim.
I didn't ever attack you, I tried to charm you.
Yeah, he's just trying to get in your pants.
He does like
Okay.
to make.
Or I guess you
weird
don't
things.
really have pants, so I'm not really sure how that works, but
Yeah, you should probably, we should get him that cloak quick, because it's kind of gross.
Glassjaw will, he has like a little wand at his side, and he'll kind of like twirl it in the air, and he'll begin to cast a spell, and all of a sudden some of your wounds start to heal up. Kapask.
Sorry, that's all I got for now. Hope it helps.
Oh,
how
thank
about
you.
this? You
That's exactly
lead
what I
us.
needed.
Oh my
You lead
gosh, I
us
guess
to
I'll healing word him as well.
Take us to this place where you were.
you lead us to your cloak maker, and we'll finish off the rest of your payment. In return,
6
you
more
help
points.
We trade? Deal.
we trade the rest of your payment for your help.
Deal. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna lead him. My hands are still chained, but I'm gonna lead him to the cloak. The tailor.
This is
No, I would have
about
taken your manacles off before we left.
Alright, well, I'd lead him to the tailor.
I'd give him his stuff back too.
Hey Ziggy, I know you said 200, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to give that ivory back, so this might be more than 200.
Oh my god.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure we could all pitch
whether
in.
or not they want to come claim the ivory.
I mean, they took the leathers from that potion maker who actually got rid of their goods, so I'm sure they'll come in here and take the ivory.
Let's go find out.
You arrive at the textiles place. You're swiftly informed that some guards had come by, and the ivories were currently being returned to their rightful owner.
Told you so.
The lady looks very confused and concerned when you walk in with Kapesk, keeping her distance. Just willing to chat if you don't want to ask her any questions.
Our lizard friend here is confused about some of our customs, and
Clearly.
we're willing to make up for his amend for his mistakes. How much is this cloak he was after?
Insight check. Art.
Insight check.
Oh, I'm gonna do all.
She's about to lie so hard.
16.
Well, the
24.
one that he had inquired about. What'd you say, Paul?
24.
24. The one that he had inquired about was about 800 gold pieces, one of our finer ones. We've already started work on it. It would be a shame if I had to cancel it. She's lying.
I'm gonna pull my gold coin out from under my shirt and be like, I'm sure you wouldn't lie to such people as ourselves, now would you?
Maybe I'm. It was the other lizard that had ordered that one.
I'm sure.
Around 400 was the total price. 2 pockets, small hood.
Alright, we'll let the guild know that this is a good shop to come to when the other people want something.
Really?
Maybe if you knock a bit of the gold.
I believe.
I mean,
it
you're
was
not
only
trying to swindle us again, are you?
It was only 350. I'm sorry, I was mistaken again.
How much do we think that ivory would be worth?
I don't really think any of you would have a lot of knowledge of that, but just generically, you would understand ivories in the tens or 50s to hundreds of gold.
So that would work out.
It's in the ballpark, right? It's not order of magnitude off. It's probably pretty close. Yeah.
If you do 200, Ziggy, I'll do 150.
All right, that works.
You
And we
watch
will
as a
spread the
lot of
name of this
shinies.
textile shop.
You watch as a lot of shinies are taken out. Glassjaw's like, the ones that are kind of golden colored are worth a lot, and the kind of off gold color, they call it Cooper, I think. That one's not worth much at all. So they're not using them as much, but they're gonna slide those across the counter, and then there's this like mental agreement that they come into, and then whatever you're after, it'll be made, I think.
How long are we expecting to stay in this area?
Like I said, 4 days, could be a little more, could be a little less. Probably about half the time that this item is expected to take.
How much would it
And
cost
how long do you
to expedite?
how long do you think this is going to cost? I mean, how long do you think this is going to take?
Since we
I don't
paid
know,
the
someone
full
of your
cost.
someone of your stature and magnitude, surely you can do this in
We paid the full
4 or
cost
5
upfront.
days.
If I can embroider my shop's name on the back, it'll be done in 5 days.
Oh, that's perfectly okay with me.
And we'll be sure to tell everyone at the guild hall how quick and amazing your craftsmanship is.
I can see it now. Erathena, the best textiler in the world. I'm glad we're finally in an agreement.
Sounds like a deal. We'll see you in 4 days.
Oh, 5, but
4 days. All right. See you then.
the hood might not be done.
It's like it's half done.
Yeah, that's the ears. Kapask, have you given him your name?
I asked. He didn't say.
Now
I
that
have
we've
not yet.
traded with you, how about you let us know who we're trading with?
At the I pull out the 3 healing potions and I say,
So
do we need to
those were
go
taken.
trade these?
Those were taken.
Oh,
Yeah,
They were left at the guild.
left at the guild.
okay. I'll officially introduce myself as Kapesk. Only Kapesk from the grasslands.
Is that far from here? You traveled very far to get here? Or
I have no idea. I
walking along?
No, unfortunately, I ended up teleporting here. I was lost.
Another one of those.
Yes, I spent many a year in the Underdark running for my life.
Oh, you too.
And I was getting chased, and I tried to make my escape by swimming and got pulled in an underwater tow.
Not exactly what happened to me, but kind of similar.
Oh, I don't know what happened to you.
Well, I mean, I was just.
I mean, I wasn't talking about you.
For a long time. I was talking about me.
He perished.
So apparently, like half of us have spent time in the Underdark.
So I'm gonna look at the drow and speak in Elvish to him and ask him which of these people I can really trust.
Well, other than this gray goblin here, I haven't known him but for a day, but the rest are pretty trustworthy. I've put my life in their hands quite a few times, and as you can tell, I still have it, so...
I'll give you a low lizard hiss of acknowledgement.
And I'll just give you a questioning look as to what the hell that meant.
You're like, you can trust them. He's just like, like all right.
My name is Fang, and I am sorry that I attacked you earlier.
To be honest, he gets off on the wrong foot with a lot of people.
So,
It's true.
Fang is the bug guy, right?
Yes, I am a warrior.
He prefers fairy, but yes.
I know not of fairies. Only bugs.
I think you're the third person he's fought after he first met them.
A bug of aggression.
Who's the second?
A bug of dominance.
Saito.
Yes, I am a fighting bug.
I give
He may be small, but he is scrappy.
a lizard hiss of acknowledgement once again.
I'm Geraldo Siegfried Hammert, but you can call me Ziggy.
He is complicated.
Ziggy. This is the peacock, right?
Yes.
I give a lizard hiss of disappointment.
All right. Well, I'm not actually a peacock. Everyone here knows.
He's actually a goblin.
No. I'm a vulture.
A vulture. I prefer goblin chasers of shine.
I assume we're all walking back to the carnival at this point.
Yeah. So, real quick, if everyone wants to post their character art in the general chat, just so
Should
we can.
I post both of mine?
Yeah. Or you got 3. Post.
You mean all 3?
I have 2.
And y'all can have some brief conversations on the way back if necessary.
I don't fucking have my picture.
Why?
Sucks.
I mean, I have everyone's photo, but Fang, if you would like me to post yours.
Nope, I did it again.
Whoops, he did it again. All right, we got Art. We got Fang.
These are all gonna be Ziggy. It just depends whether or not he's a.
I gotta find a better art.
Our dwarf fighter.
Yes. Here. Meat shield.
Meat shield. Now a
How do I,
15-foot reach meat shield.
Yes.
Yeah, man, he's almost doubled his reach. He can get twice as far now.
I didn't give it to him yet because I gotta unattune it from myself.
Right, but he can almost get twice as far now.
I can reach 3 times my height. Almost 4.
That'll come in very handy.
Did you guys just Google these pictures or something? Like, how do you?
AI generated.
Oh.
Just send it separately.
Mine is not AI generated. I drew that and took a picture of it.
Hey, you're missing one, Ziggy.
Yeah, should I put it in there?
No, because I can't transform into that, so it's not like I can. He won't ever see it.
Oh. I'll just.
I'm
I'll
sure.
Real quick.
Don't worry. I'll work.
No
I'll
need,
work with.
no need.
I'll work with Glassjaw to figure out how to get you back into your body.
No, absolutely not.
Ziggy, my question is, what are you using to stay in peacock form?
I just want to look.
Not why. I know how magic works. How are you keeping this up for so long?
Because I'm skilled. Josudes.
I have no idea what you just said.
That's
Like
Japanese.
literally.
I just said I'm skilled. That's how.
I mean, you don't seem to be recasting anything. I mean, I don't think you're wearing anything. It's just quite odd that you can keep this up for so long.
It's just that I'm skilled. That's all there is.
I'm
to
sure that's it.
Maybe he's using the same magic as the strongman.
I mean, I'm just saying if
The
he can
strong
keep
man.
up, if he can keep up this disguise of Peacock for so long, how do we know that that Vulture wasn't also just a disguise and he really is just a goblin?
Because. Well, I guess Moonbeam wouldn't tell me anything. It just made me look like a goblin. Well, I mean, you know that I was telling the truth under the Zone of Truth during that whole fiasco, so you know.
Well, I mean, you didn't just
That
could have
means,
just mind wiped yourself. You don't know.
that means I believe that I'm a vulture and can look like a peacock,
Problems for another night.
and didn't know I was a goblin in a past life.
That is true. The Zone of Truth did say that.
I grew up in a whole different life with vulture parents.
More importantly, do you think someone is shape changing into me, or they're just paying off this seamstress to say that she saw me?
I don't know.
That was a little bit off topic.
I've never heard of any people being able to just transform into shapes that of people that they've seen willy-nilly. That sounds awesome.
Keep talking. I'll test how well you can concentrate on this shape change.
No, I'm talking about. I was referencing Nox.
Oh, I guess that's true.
You mean your dead PC?
Yeah,
The one that perished? As
All right,
Saito
all right,
famously-
all right. You don't have to keep saying that I perished,
Okay.
dude. Hunter, this is straight up like the Dimension 20 theme for Fabian, Lou's character.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I heard it and I was like, Fabian's got a scene.
Within about 15 minutes or so, you're out of the city, and another 45, you'd be back at the carnival if anybody has anything they'd like to do on the way. Otherwise, you roll up at the gates with about 3 or 4 hours until the citizens start arriving for the start of the show, which will go on till around midnight, and then everyone will go off to sleep.
I would keep second watch.
Okay, well, we're
I
not
think-
quite to there yet, but...
Oh, okay.
take
I
a short-
keep second watch,
Okay, all right.
Hunter.
That's
I
aggressive.
take a short rest, and I unattune my tattoo, and I attune the headband of intellect.
Headband of intellect. Fang has a headband that he wears now. Very cute, very kawaii.
And I give the needle to Olgrim.
Man, we just passing syringes around, but no, this kind of party.
Heck yeah.
And the
Oh,
jacket.
y'all want me to divvy up the mushrooms now?
You got to put it on your skin. It's a tattoo, not on your jacket.
Oh, I just cleaning it off a little.
Do y'all want to
You want all your bits on him.
No, not tonight. Not tonight.
Okay, okay. Tomorrow, baby.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, so Olgrim, you can spend an hour attuning to this tattoo. It will be, it'll take up about a limb or like your chest or your back, something like that. It can be whatever you want, can look however you want, and then, yeah, you'll have the abilities associated
Okay.
associated with it. So,
Sounds good.
just a reminder to everyone: you only have 3 attunement slots. So, any items you have that are attunements, you can only have 3. You also can't have items that are overlapping, like gloves and gauntlets. You can only pick one. Only one type of boot. If you're wearing armor, you can't have a cloak unless your armor is specifically able to be worn under a cloak. Things like that. So keep that in mind.
And I wanted to ask Monty if he could teach me investigation after I wake up.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to today, the next day's events. You know, you'll still have an entire evening of the carnival to run. So.
Damn, you can't pick up my help, so it's my fault, and you got to find a new teacher.
No, you said. What did you?
I said what? I've been trying to help you. You're the one that just ain't paying attention, and you gonna blame me?
What are you trying to teach him?
I don't care who teaches me. Both of you should actually teach me. It would be more helpful.
It's only helpful if you can pay attention.
I will pay better attention now, I'm sure.
What are you trying to learn?
Investigation.
I'll teach you, Fang. I'm so good at it.
Can I go in and start attuning?
Absolutely. 1 hour.
Okay.
All right. Nobody has anything to do. A few hours later,
I'm gonna be in the most in the middle of the way. Everyone can obviously see me. Place reading my
history books.
Well, yeah.
Love it. I'll say the seamstress comes by at one point. She doesn't go to talk to you, but you could flag her down if you were interested in having that conversation.
Not tonight.
Okay. Reading your book, keeping an eye on. You watch as numerous people come into the city. A few people give you a disapproving look, probably because of your lineage. Though most pay you no mind and go along their way. The kids are running the front gate security again, keeping a close eyes watch, at least it seems to be. Checking for weapons, items, kind of asking people questions. They look like they're not doing a bad job at this point. People start filing in. The clowns begin to move around. The bards begin playing music. There's a number of stationary harps and lutes and things that groups are sitting around playing some music. There are games with pins and balls and baskets and hoops and rings. There's lots of food being served, alcohol, drinks of all sorts. You see many kids, people young and old, of all different persuasions, religions, walks of life, enjoying the carnival. The main show starts not too long, and there's a couple showings every night of it. You see the tigers, the elephants, all of the animals going about their routines with Seun and Leo, the ringleader. It appears to be fairly successful. There doesn't seem to be any problems. All seems well. Fang, what are you stealing?
I wasn't trying to steal anything. I pressed the wrong button when I was messing with this.
Okay. Good, because you stole it, whatever it was.
There you go. That's
He's like, oh yes, then I was trying to steal.
Ah, yes. Ooh, I like it.
Oh wait, but I did roll a 20. Yes, I was stealing something.
Good try.
I'll go over to Kapask and just ask him.
Do you like mushrooms?
No, I stick to meats.
Okay. I walk away.
I'll go up to Fang and ask him if he still wants to learn how to investigate.
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna have to drop. I gotta take care of the dog. He's in pain.
All right, Paul. Thanks for playing. Hope everything's all right.
You guys,
Monty, now is not the time. We are working.
See,
I'm
you're
getting
always
Ashland better at investigating.
Yes.
Who's Ashland?
Right. I meant
Bang.
bang.
Man, that's worse than me, buddy.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
All right. So you're not gonna do it whenever I say making my way, but then you're gonna do that. That's just cruel.
How much effort is going into helping Monty and Kapesk understanding the duties that you'll have as security and the maybe customs and associations here in the carnival?
I'll stick with Kapesk since we seem to have a reasonable relationship right now.
I would work on gathering some mushrooms that resemble meat. Because I know there's some that, like, even like when you cut them and squeeze them, it looks like they're like bloody too.
Sure.
So I'm gonna try to convince them that these are meat eventually.
All right. Noted.
I'm
It'll
gonna
take some
hang out with
time.
Mark.
Completely useless thing to do.
All right.
And
Fang
no one
and
said you
Monty.
should be.
Love it.
Let's roll.
All right.
I would say the two troublemakers, but now we have more than two troublemakers.
26.
Bro, chill.
21.
Not bad.
Oh, are we investigating something?
Now they're teaching, I believe.
Oh,
I'm helping him learn.
we're supposed to be working, guys.
We are working.
On getting Fang a better investigation.
I'm showing him how to investigate.
Love it. Monty, what kind of teachings do you provide for Fang? What are you teaching him about how to investigate?
I place a couple of my ball bearings in certain spots that if he wouldn't see them unless he could actually investigate it. And I show him. I was like, see if you see anything out that wouldn't normally be there. Look for shinies.
That's good. That's good.
I'm out here looking for Monty's balls.
Monty's balls are out of place. Yeah, that's good. So Fang, you're really learning that when you don't know what you're looking for, like when you perceive, you kind of know what you're looking for a lot of times. This investigation requires you to take in your environment and draw a conclusion about something. You know, why is a ball bearing on top of this tent? Why is it in a pile of fabrics? It just doesn't make any sense. And you start to kind of understand ever so slightly more the art of investigationing.
Yeah.
Everybody else, if you're walking around, perceiving, investigating, checking people out, whatever you're doing, just go ahead and let me know. We can make some rolls for that. We'll see if anything interesting happens tonight at the carnival.
Cool. Do a patrol.
I guess while I'm looking for these mushrooms, I would also just be keeping an eye on anyone sleuthing about in the night.
All right, you're staying on the outskirts.
Natural 25.
Natural 25. Impossible, Cody.
Because I'd be like where the mushrooms would be. You know?
Yeah, where the people are. Yeah.
Where the mushies are.
Where the mushies are. Yeah, absolutely, Dilsky. You can go ahead and give me perception, investigation, medicine, anything.
Wish I could be.
Right? Ulgrim's a little preoccupied with his new tats.
Yeah.
New shiny gauntlets, new tats.
Oh, heyo. Heyo.
Oh, Dylan, you get your reroll back, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Wait, which Dylan?
I think only you've used it.
Okay. I always forget.
Oh, yeah.
24.
Next time someone rolls a nat 20.
What?
I used mine too, so next
Oh.
time someone else rolls one.
Harwell, what'd you get?
24.
Okay. Right. I see it. You said 25, nat 20, art. Art, you're just checking the perception, you're just looking out for what's going on, or...
I'm investigating, like, the other kids, basically, and, like, the birds and stuff.
Okay, you're paying attention to some of the suspects. Okay. Got it. We'll start with Siegfried. Ziggy, you're kind of near the outskirts of the carnival. You see a couple of, we'll say, younger individuals heading out there to probably, do what the youngsters do. Maybe a little bit of making out.
Look for mushrooms.
Look for mushrooms. That's where I was going. There's some kids.
For one in particular.
Kids go around to make out. You see some people taking some smoke breaks. You see a couple of parents bringing their kids and just whipping their ass for not behaving. Pretty standard stuff. You find a field that's kind of locally guarded with this series of hills, so there's not much wind over there, and you notice that it's a little bit damper in that area.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. And as you begin to search around, you find a few meat shrooms. They're like a reddish brown color, and when they're cooked, the red color kind of seeps out, and it looks like it's bloody. You're able to gather quite a bit of them.
Let's go.
As you get into your pack to store them in your jar, you grab your jar and you look, and it's completely empty. None of your mushrooms are in it.
Oh, heck no. Someone took my mushrooms.
Hashtags left to suck.
I cast locate object.
Okay. Do you put the mushrooms in there, or like what are you doing? You're just
I for sure put the mushrooms in there.
Okay, so when you open the lid, like you didn't see it, even though it's clear see-through glass. There's a small piece of paper in there.
Oh, heck no.
I was gonna be grabbed.
I'm gonna open this I'm gonna open this peck of pickled peppers.
Pickled peppers. You reach in, and the note just says in kind of this like cursive handwriting, "Thanks for the mushrooms." Signed, Bella.
I cast locate object on my.
Sure, one of the bad ones.
No, hold on. I cast locate object on the Lemus Botellium.
Within 1,000 feet, you currently do not see it, but you can move around.
I'm flying around.
Yeah, you're flying around. Some kids are making out. All of a sudden, there's just like this burst of air as a peacock appears out of the reeds.
After that, I'll cast it on my Champinguini Fumenticatus.
Okay, right, you're going down the list. All right, we'll keep that in mind. Kapesk, you said you were. Let me see. I'm reading the message. Okay. Right, standing guard. Got it.
Standing guard, looking just watching for anything out of the ordinary. Anything that might pique the goblin's interest per se.
Mm-hmm. Glassjaw's hanging out with you. He's making idle conversation. You have some brief conversations where you're kind of understanding goblin society, at least on the surface, a little bit more. He talks about clans and tribes and hunting and gathering and all the things that you're either very familiar with or loosely familiar with. And like you're saying, it just a lot of it clicks with you compared to what you're seeing. You're watching as people come in, and Glassjaw will occasionally point out like. You got to watch out for people with cloaks like that. They could be concealing something. People that are looking around, and then they dart into an alley, something like that. You want to watch for that. And through the investigations throughout the evening, you don't really see all that much that's going on that's of interest. Art, you said you were really checking out the kids, the clowns. Anybody else?
And the seamstress lady.
Seamstress. Seamstress at this time is going to be asleep, but you do catch her right before she heads off to bed. You see that she has large loads of laundry, things that are ripped, and she's kind of bringing them down to a wash basin, handing them off to some of the roadies that are assisting, giving out orders. She heads back to her trailer, and at least for the moment, appears to just be inside, not making any noise. The kids are taking their turns doing watches, moving around after most people have entered in. They take shifts. One person will stand at the gate, one will go into the main tent, one will go into one of the side tents, one will walk around. And they'll kind of trade out these watches to keep everyone vigilant. They appear to be doing a good job. And at the moment, you don't really notice anything too out of the ordinary there. The clowns are making their rounds around the tents, the tents all throughout the carnival. And at this point, you're counting. You're like, okay, there's that clown, there's that one. Okay, there's that one, there's that one. And you watch a clown like come around the corner, and you kind of just briefly glance at it, and they all look relatively distinct once you've been able to view them for a little bit of time over these few weeks. And right as that one goes past you and rounds a corner, you come around a corner and you see that exact same clown walking away from you down another little mini street. Something's up.
So you said the one rode past me?
One rode past you on a
unicycle,
juggling. And it's in a group. The others are playing instruments, and you see one that's kind of walking and just like making little like honking noises with his nose, and is kind of just moving in the opposite direction of you.
I'm going to. Who was with me? I said Kapesk was with me. I think. I thought I could be wrong.
He could have been up to Kapesk. Kapesk was, keeping an eye out, so he could be traveling with you. Yeah.
Were you with me, or were you not?
Thank you, Kang.
All right. Anyways, I'm just gonna send messages to Fang and Olgrim and be like, I found something, and I'll give the heading we're going, and just keep a tail on this bird.
You're past the ring toss. All
right.
I fly over toward that area, being stealthy.
Okay.
As high as I can.
Sure. Stealth check. Ziggy, 3 or 4 minutes goes by. You've hit the whole carnival with at least 2 castings. Yeah, I don't see your mushies.
$14 for stealth.
Noted.
Mushies. How could they do this to me? Why? I guess I'll just head back to the group.
Okay. Yeah, you head to the trailer, kind of y'all's meeting place.
I'm looking out for some shiitake.
Shiitake. Okay.
I need more mushrooms.
Art, you're trailing. What's your goal here?
I'm keeping an eye on him until someone else is here with me, and then
Fang comes pretty close. You see Olgrim. Olgrim, you're coming as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Olgrim rounds a corner. You're all within about 15 feet of each other at the moment.
I saw this exact bird ride on his unicycle the opposite direction from me. So this bird is stealing that other one's image. Something's up. Do you want to follow or confront?
What do you think would be our best? Wait, I'm really smart now.
Are they redheaded? Hunter, are they redheaded?
Oh my gosh. Irrelevant in this world.
I think we should follow and see where he's going.
You're the better one out of the three of us for that.
Yeah. On the stealthy stuffs.
I don't know. I'm kind of partial to confronting, but we'll learn less that way, I bet.
Yeah. We can always trail behind a little bit, try to be a little out of the way while he has a closer tail.
Are you up for it?
Yeah.
I mean, it is night, so you should be able to hop around a bit.
Okay, so I start shadow stepping and hiding.
Okay, absolutely. One point in time, so Art Olgrim, how much distance are you giving? Because this essentially determines if this is a stealth check or a perception check. Are you getting so close so that they don't see you? Or are you staying far enough back so you have to see if you can see them? It's a crowded carnival.
I'm going to stay 90 feet away from Fang.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds about good.
And
Enough
then-
to have a visual.
I'm just going to, every like 30 seconds to a minute, just message him, update, just so it leaves a line open for him to respond back.
Sure. Fang, you're returning coordinates, directions, that kind of thing.
Okay.
All right. Y'all continue to track this way. Fang, your stealth check you said was 14.
Unfortunately, yes.
One point in time, you see the clown just kind of looking around, honk honk, waving, sees you, ducks into one of the small alleys. What do you do?
I tell them that he's ducking into a small alley, and I think I'm stealth, so I'm kind of stealthily go towards.
I mean, you've been, had at this point, been made. So if you would like to dart and try to figure it out, otherwise, up to you.
I
Shadow
take
step
my
in.
last invisibility potion, and I dart into the alley.
Nice, very cool. All right, you chug it, toss the glass.
Let's be real. His footfalls cannot be loud.
I'm flying.
You mean wing flutters?
Yeah. That's exactly what
Wing falls. All right, so you drink the potion, you toss the glass down, hit a small
That's what I
child on the
said.
head, do irreversible brain damage, and continue on. Just kidding, it's reversible. Head down, boom, hook a right. You hook a right, and you notice very quickly that this is the where the animals are kept. It's kind of like, not on the outskirts, but it's on one side of the carnival. So it's a very large area which is used to kind of cage the animals in with the cage carts so that they can get out and practice and stuff and get their exercise. Immediately turning down that alley, you see some of the tigers are in their cage. One appears to be sleeping, but one is up. You can see its nose kind of sniffing in the air, looking around. What do? You don't see anything else at the moment.
And how fast did I get there? Like, should I have seen him, or would I would assume
The amount of distance to go somewhere else, they probably darted and made it a little further. I mean, you're hot on their trail. It's kind of an open area, so you keep going. But you're moving fast. You're going to make a sound, but you're definitely not visible. So.
Yeah. Okay. So I move above the
Sure.
above the tiger about 25 feet, so I can look over the whole area.
Sure.
Over there.
Give me a perception check, please.
Perception.
Don't fuck it up.
He's got a reroll, right?
No.
Oh.
I gave it to you because I didn't know he didn't have one.
You stole it. You stole the precious.
18.
Elves is twisted.
Stupid fat hobbits. 18 thing.
18.
Boom! You fly up.
Heyo.
You see a number of the animals appear to be perturbed, like something just happened. A lot of them seem to be sleeping. You see a handful of roadies kind of off to the side that appear to be assisting. You see Seun about 30 or so feet to your left. She's about to unlock one of the cages, and she's like, "No, it's all right. Calm down. What's the matter? What's the matter?" Couple of the roadies. Seun, what's the problem? They a little spooked. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it. All right. You don't see anything else to the left. You look right, and there's an alley that kind of leads around the cage carts. So you kind of move over to that side to get a visual down there. You don't see anything there either. Either the person... Yeah, you don't see them. within about 100-foot space in all directions. You don't have visual of anyone.
So who are all the people I'm seeing? I'm seeing.
You see a number of animals. You see Seun, and you see, we'll say, 3 of the roadies.
Are we there yet?
Did you sprint? I mean, y'all were
After
really
he
far
told
back.
us, I mean, he told us at one. Like, I assume he told us he was made when he told us he took off.
Sure,
and that's
sure.
when I would have started sprinting.
Boom! You sprint. You round that corner. You come out into this huge, 200 by 200 foot like area where you see Seun, some of the roadies, some of the animals. As you run by, a lot of them jump up and kind of growl, and the elephant does, the horn thing that elephants do, things like
Horn
that.
thing.
I don't know.
Trumpet.
So
Yeah.
I clock. Look at the 3 roadies real good to make sure I can recognize them later.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You got them.
I'm gonna go
you've
to
seen them
Seun.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure that I know which ones were there.
Sure,
So
sure.
far, I'm only seeing 4 people around that corner,
Mhm.
and I know this guy probably shifted into either one of them, or Seun, or one of the animals. But the animals are all in a cage, so I don't think he had time to get in a cage.
The animals look like they don't have a problem with Seun, right?
Give me a. I'll say you can either do an animal handling check, a little weird use for it, or you could give me an insight.
Can I help him with that?
Or is that one tiger the
Sure.
thing that?
Sure. What?
Fang is going to help.
Yeah, so do it advantage.
16.
On 16, the animals seem pretty upset. She's only near one of the sections. It's the elephant, one of the elephant cages, and it's got its trunk out, and she's kind of, just like, rubbing her hand up and down. The tigers are about 20, 25 feet away from her. They're really focused on y'all at the moment. The animals don't seem to be paying much attention to her in a negative way, if that's what you're asking.
The clown became one of the tigers.
He did
What's the tiger from Kung Fu Panda? Tylon?
Tigress? Oh, that
He's
one.
not a tiger.
Yeah.
It was a snow
Tigress is
leopard.
Tiger. Tai Lung is.
Oh, he is a snow leopard.
Yeah.
Right. That's whatever. It's the tiger of the snow. Whatever.
Idiot.
Yeah.
I'm tired of.
That'd be a Siberian.
I grow
And you said
tired
you
of,
saw these animals sniffing weird when you came over here?
Yeah, the tiger was looking. There was one sleeping tiger. One was looking at me, kind of crazy, looking around. And I zipped in as fast as I could, and I could see he disappeared. He's one of the animals. Seun, and those 3 roadies.
I'm gonna go up to Seun and be like, "Do you trust me?"
It depends, but generally yes.
I'll take you in the.
We're tracking who we think killed your friend, but we need you to open a cage and let one of your tigers help us find them. We think one of them may have gotten the scent.
Of course. Now?
Yes.
She, kind of moves pretty quickly over, and on the cage itself, you see that there's some kind of like intricate mechanical locking mechanism that.
Come on, Tony.
Yeah, she kind of like presses it in, and a pin is released, and she like rotates the pin, and then like pulls a little lever down, and it clicks. She opens it up. Come here. Which one? Do you want one in particular? The
Tony.
The one that's awake?
Okay, the other one's
Tony
awake. It's
the
just
tiger.
kind of, eye open, looking at y'all. Comes forward, and she pets it. It kind of growls a little bit at you, Arts.
Whichever one's the one that fought with us in the tent.
Both of them were there. The one that comes near kind of growls at you a bit. Art, more of like a don't try anything kind of growl. You fed them before, so they're somewhat comfortable with you. You can see it sniffing the air. Did we let it go?
Yeah, I mean, they listen to you, right? So, sure.
She kind of pets its face. Find whoever you smell. Go. It's important.
Claws her.
sniffs the air, begins to kind of move around, kind of like drifts towards you, Fang. Gives a big sniff, right, real close to you, unless you fly away. does a big lick up your side. Keeps going.
I'm not invisible anymore, or am I still invisible?
You're still invisible. Yeah.
Okay, you just
Just covered in spit.
Yeah, it's like
saliva dripping out of the air.
Seiyun looks like kind of confused. Okay. Tiger begins to sniff and begins to kind of travels just like straight, through that open area, kind of over towards the roadies. The roadies, like, they're not really paying attention. They turn around, oh god. Tiger kind of moves around and gives them a sniff. Seiyun, don't worry, it's fine. Keeps going. Heads off to the right. Remember, it's like it's an enclosed area. Kind of makes a pass around that area, and then appears to just give up. Doesn't have any sense of track anymore.
I was flying around to find the group. Do I not?
Well, you were flying around looking for objects, which took up a lot of your time. Then you went back to the tent.
Oh, I said I was going to go find the group, but it doesn't really
Well,
matter.
I said you would find them at the tent.
Oh, okay.
And you went. You didn't see them, so we'll say at this point, if you would like, you can be in this area. You swoop in. Tiger's like, chicken.
No. Bad Tony.
Tiger like goes over to like a corner, gets on its back, and kind of just like rolls around in some mud, and Saiyun's like, it's gonna take forever to clean her.
I'm scratching it with my talon. Scratching belly rub.
Its leg is just.
It's a dog now.
I don't know. Well, I don't fucking know shit.
I don't know.
about tigers.
Do tigers do that?
I mean, I don't want to find out.
I do.
Art, I think she lost the scent.
We're this close.
Yeah.
I'll whisper to Art. What's going on?
I found two identical clowns. One of them was riding a unicycle with the rest of the people, and one of them was walking away. Followed one of them. I guess Fang got made, and we lost him.
Do you want me to moonbeam Saiyan?
I mean, not particularly. Do you really think she's the person?
No, I was just asking. Just letting it known that I can do that if need be.
Well, maybe next time. But now they know we're looking for him.
I mean, do you have any locate persons or anything spell on you?
That's a level 4.
Oh, is
I
it?
believe.
I can't remember.
Yeah, locate creature. Also, I didn't see it. And if I was looking for the clown, it would probably just show me the clown, like the original clown. Because they could have changed their shape or something by now, and then it wouldn't even show it at all. It would just take me to the original clown.
Yeah.
Unless I was like, show me a shape changer, then it'd just show me, like...
During this time, I'm tired of people watching at the front with my little goblin friend, and I want to go look at the creatures that the place has to offer for this world. So I want to go look at the animals and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, we'll say around this time you kind of pull around the corner and you see a lot of your group standing around. You see what we'll call a tiger for now, whether you understand that or not, kind of off to the side. Elephants, some camels, baby giraffe, a couple bears.
I inquire with the group about like what they're doing or like what's been going on and stuff.
We found who we think is the murderer. They got away from Bang.
They
Figure out next steps.
Hunter, I will cast Conjure Animals and just have like 8 little like little birds or something, and I'll just be like, I'll just send them out in all different directions trying to find like duplicate people like running around that act suspicious if they can.
Sure. The problem is the intelligence of those creatures is probably
Yeah.
not enough, but we'll say you do it.
Make them
I
giant
do that.
owls. They're intelligent.
Yeah, that won't be suspicious.
So are we?
I'm
Do we
not-
need to-
I won't do that, but
Are these
I'll pick
animals
a
important?
more intelligent animal.
I mean, the animals are part of the show. These animals are, anyways.
So you're looking for somebody that passed right by here, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Cool.
You can talk to my animals now, and they'll get way more out of it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use his level 1 spell slot, cast it on myself, and I want to talk to the tiger right in front of me
Okay.
and inquire about the, I guess this clown that, or the character that they were trying to follow.
Sure. So like the tiger that was out, it's kind of rolling around in mud. It starts like walking around, circling around you. Saiyans like eyeing it, like no, don't eat the birds. Eventually, you cast the spell and you start talking to the tiger. Tiger's eye and head like looks kind of confused as you're now talking to it.
Does it speak back?
It does speak back. So you ask specifically what? What do you say?
I'm gonna ask if I'm asking basically, did the clown with the description that they had mentioned pass by here, and where did it go?
I smelled something not too long ago, though I lost the scent. I didn't see anything, if that's what you're asking.
What did it smell like?
A bird. You see its tongue kind of come out, kind of looks over at Ziggy. I've heard they're quite delicious.
No,
You can't understand it.
I can see it licking its lips at me.
Any specific birds, or just bird smell in general?
One of the clowns.
Okay. I'm gonna go, there's an elephant nearby, isn't there?
Yeah, there's 2 elephants, another tiger, a couple bears, baby giraffe, camel.
Okay, I want to talk with the elephants and inquire the same question about the clown.
Okay. They were a little bit pushed over from where the action was happening. They were talking to Seun. The elephants would more or less just say, "Well, the tiger seemed to think that something was going on. We were preoccupied, a little spooked, but that's all. Saw a mouse earlier today. It was terrifying."
Okay, I'm gonna think I'm gonna go to the other tiger and I'm gonna ask him if he saw anything.
A little too sleepy. Smelled something, but didn't smell all that tasty. I prefer cooked meat. Not like my savage sister or brother, whatever they are.
Doesn't even know.
Hmm.
Please, that's sus.
Well, I don't have any cooked meat. So I'm gonna look back at them and ask if I'm gonna look at the tiger and ask if what it smelled like, what type of meat it smelled like for him.
Fresh.
Nothing in particular. Your brother said it smelled like a bird. What did it smell like to you?
Well, I was a little bit further away and taking a nap. I suppose it did smell avian.
Any chance you could continue to follow it if we let you out?
No, sadly, the stench of lizard, goblin, dwarf fills the area now.
Then what was the last animal that you said was there? A crocodile?
No crocodiles. There's a camel and a baby giraffe.
I'm gonna go talk to the camel.
Okay.
I want to inquire about this clown with the camel.
Camel is probably 100 feet away from where this quote unquote occurred.
Okay.
It says it saw what was going on, but didn't see anything. Didn't see or smell or hear.
Well, I'm going to look back at the group and tell them these animals are useless. They smelled a bird, and that's it.
Right.
But if they're smelling a bird, then I guess if you want to send out your little conjured animals specifically looking for maybe something avian, or if we have something that could smell.
We knew it was a bird. That doesn't mean it still is a bird.
Yeah, but
Hunter,
the smell would
of
still be a
birds
bird.
conjure like bloodhounds.
If the spell just says beast, small beast, or sea otter, low, sure, bloodhounds. I believe they have like a fey appearance to them. They would be a little different.
They look more like blink dogs.
yeah, they'd be a little bit different, but sure. Yeah.
I'm like, find some clown birds. Not me.
just attacking. Okay, all right. You sent them off at last an hour. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
I'd like follow above, looking around visually from the sky.
Art. I need to get the tiger washed. The other animals are currently in the show, and we have to switch them out soon for the second act. Can I have her back now?
Yes.
I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Sus.
Everyone's sus to y'all. I just mentioned a preacher, and y'all were like, all right, suspicious.
I mean, preachers? Come on.
We're gonna go towards the main tent and see what the show is currently going on.
Sure. Yeah, you head over there. Notice that the acrobats are in full swing doing their things. There's one other tiger and one other elephant. The elephant is doing the little ball with the like a hula hoop on its trunk. Tiger's jumping through a flaming hoop that the acrobats are lighting. One of them will fill their mouth with alcohol. There are a couple of them will, and they'll swing by and like spit it out onto this slightly burning kind of looks like a wooden wax covered ring, and it flares up, and right as it does, the tiger kind of jumps through, and a piece of meat's thrown up to it. Crowd's going wild. You see we'll say Nymphadora kind of off in the corner, just kind of scanning the room, catches eyes with you and just kind of nods and continues to scan around.
Do I see Sayun anywhere watching her animals?
That was a little bit away, but
I'm trying to see if there's like a second one.
Oh, yeah. You see 5 of them. No, currently, Sayun, as a general rule, doesn't perform in the show. She brings animals out, gets them comfortable, leaves, lets the other acts kind of do their thing. And then she's kind of sometimes like on the side, like, bringing them out. You could head like back around to see if she's in like the backstage area, but visually, no, you can see the area pretty well. She's clearly not there.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go back to patrolling.
All right. Does anybody have anything else specifically for tonight? I think we'll handle the watches starting next week. But anything before before the night officially settles down?
I'm just lamenting the loss of my Limus Battalion, Champinguini Fumenticatus, and Proturbis Frodibus.
Yes, aren't we all?
That would be more distraught for you if you ever shared with us what they did.
Damn.
I would if there was like a cool use of them. I hadn't discovered one yet.
Nope, I just keep on going around looking for other things going wrong.
Sure.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right. gentlemen, thanks for playing. Good session. Everyone able to make it next week, the 3rd, May 3rd, Friday, May 3rd?
Yes.
As of right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to note. All right. Any items or things y'all want, just let me know. Any backstory stuff you want to talk about, just let me know. Other than that, see everyone next week. Thanks for playing.
See ya.
Thank you.